Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up, weekdays. Catch us live, somebody, let's go.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. I missed you guys. I miss doing these lives, y'all. I really miss doing these lives, but I hope you guys are doing well out there. Enjoying your Wednesday. It's hump day. Damn, this week kind of went fast. Good thing it went fast. I'll be real. I'm really happy it went fast. But man, do I got a story for you guys. Man, we got a big ass, huge ass, gigantic ass story for you guys that we got to jump into. This is pretty wild. This one's extremely thick. Okay, it's thicker than a snicker. Okay, and honestly, it's really tragic as well. But we got to talk about this particular story that's been percolating for weeks now. For weeks, there's been so many other content creators, true crime personalities and commentators and all that covering this story like crazy. I put out a poll yesterday afternoon to see if you guys wanted me to talk about it here on this platform on YouTube, because I have been talking about it on my TikTok. That has been getting, people have been tuning in and people have been really hitting up some things. If you don't know about my TikTok, please go follow me on TikTok, The Pascal Show, one word. Just go and do that really quick. I'm like 40 followers away from finally getting past that 1,000 follower threshold. So I'll be able to do a lot more things on my TikTok. So please go over there. I have been putting out the feelers out there just to see if it's something that people want to talk about, that people want to hear me talk about here on this platform. And y'all spoke up. Y'all had some things to say. And so we got to jump into this and talk about this particular story. It's sad. It's really sad. Man, this is a wild story. And I know not everybody's hip to it. Not everybody knows this story. And I know everybody's still on the AHJD train and that wave and all that. But this one is starting to really get some traction out here. Now other major news networks are starting to catch wind of this story. This is a tough one. This is a crazy one, y'all. And so we definitely have got to jump into this and talk about this. It's wild. It is wild. You see the title down below? It's absolutely freaking nuts. And we got to jump into this for sure. So if you haven't done it yet, you already know the procedure. Do me a favor, okay? Do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Crush it. Make it scream out your name. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, or on YouTube, hit that like button down below. And of course, if you're watching on any of the platforms, please hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, etc. Okay? That would really mean a lot. And I'm going to be doing as much as I can to cover as many bases as I can revolving around this particular story, because like I said, there's so much that has gone on. This is so thick. It's so dense with so much information. So we're going to try to go through as much as we can today. And of course, there will be some follow-up videos, if not shows, covering this particular story, because this needs to get out there. This story needs to be heard by many other people, not only just, the few that have been listening and watching on other platforms. People need to catch up on this particular story, because it is absolutely devastating. So please hit that subscribe button. Do that for me. Crush it. Do all that stuff. Hit that like button down below. Send it past 100 likes really quick for me. That would really mean a lot. Okay. And we're going to be jumping into this. This is absolutely crazy. It's nuts. This is nuts. There's talks of diet, mental health, etc. It it's a lot. Okay. And I'm happy somebody said this. Adorable, deplorable. Thank you so much for the comment on YouTube. You should have his mom on your channel because she was just on another channel speaking about this. Yes, I would love to get in contact with Letitia. Letitia Bias. That's her. That is Marvon's mother. But of course, I'm getting ahead of myself. There's a lot to talk about here. There is so much to break down. This is a full video trying to understand what the hell is going on, why all of this is going down like this. So let's get into it. And the main question is, because so the main topic that we're talking about today revolves around this married couple by the name of Marvon McCray and Andrea McCray, or they both go by Vaughn and Dre. Mind you, this photo that I'm just showing you right now is a photo. They look completely different now. Okay, they look completely different now because of certain diets, lifestyles that have been implemented into the family, the entire family. We are including kids as well. And there are theories that maybe the things that were implemented into their lifestyle, like their diet, caused certain things to go down. And then, of course, there's a lot going on as far as how the wife, Dre McCray, has what's the word? How she's handling things in the general public, to the public eye. Okay. So again, I'm going to throw these photos up really quick or this photo up one more time. So Vaughn McCray, okay, he goes by Vaughn. Also, apparently his birth name is actually Marvon Jackson, but he goes by Marvon McCray, or AKA Vaughn. Hence the reason why there's a hashtag called Justice for Vaughn circulating out here in these YouTube these social media streets, because he goes by Vaughn. Okay. Now, he is a former Marine. Now, we look over to his wife, Andrea, or she also goes by Dre. So from this point on, I will be calling her Dre. Dre McCray is a makeup guru, makeup influencer, so on and so forth. She's got a huge following all over on Facebook, Instagram, even on TikTok. She makes her money online. And from my understanding, Vaughn was not working. She was the one who was the breadwinner, making the money. And if from my understanding, she wanted it that way. I think that she was happy with that being that way. Okay. Like I said, there's so much to unpack here, and I'm not going to be able to cover everything in this one live. So please bear with me, because I'm going to be going through this as much as I can, the best way I can, because there's so much going on, baby. There's so much. Okay. So I figured I got a couple things. There's a bunch of clips, videos, etc. There's a full-on Facebook page called Justice for Vaughn. That is a Facebook group that is just literally dedicated to putting out this information, getting people hip on what's going on, what has happened, so on and so forth. But just so you guys get a brief idea, these two are married. They've been married for a while. He has a child with her, but they do raise 3 children together. She had 2 children from a previous relationship. They, of course, got together. They had another child. She was doing everything she could to become successful online. So I'm going to pull that photo back up here again, because this is literally from a video that they posted. Okay, so that they were together, having a grand old time, doing YouTube videos, streaming live, basically every chance that actually Dre would literally stream live every chance she got. There was no privacy. Nothing was put behind closed doors and stayed in the behind closed doors, for them to have some privacy. Everything was exposed. Everything was out there, and you're going to see that I'm going to be showing you guys videos and clips and stuff like that of some of her lives. I mean, that's all we have right now to lean on. Is you see her personality, you see what type of woman she is. Obviously she loved being live. She loved being online. She loved her fans and the people that she, grew a relationship with online. And also, I got to be real. Let's keep it real. She loved the monies. She was the only breadwinner in the house. So obviously she going to be making some monies. She got to make the money somehow. So of course she's enjoying the money. She's enjoying the clout, the fame, the interest, the people looking in. Now, her husband, Vaughn, there's a lot of different accusations. There's a lot of different theories out here on what actually happened to Marvon or Vaughn. Now, we're going to be looking at some footage. There's some footage that I can't show you guys because it's too heartbreaking. There's a video. I'm getting ahead of myself. But right now, Marvon attempted to unalive himself by rope. Allegedly, she found him, according to police reports, which we will be looking at here shortly as well. According to police reports, she found him in their shed in the situation that he was in. She found a pocket knife that was apparently on his person. She cut him down, called the police, and then, of course, he is now in a hospital. He was in a coma, and from May 23rd up until now, he's been in a coma in the ICU, fighting for his life. There has been new updates as of recently that now he has been diagnosed as brain dead. All right. So he's in a vegetative state and there's no brain activity, but he is still on a machine right now as we speak, unless something has changed since the moment I went to sleep until I got up this morning to do this show with y'all. Okay. But there's a lot, like I said, there's so much to unpack here. And what's interesting is while he is in the hospital fighting for his life, it's what sparked the interest from everyone around the world about this particular story, and why this hashtag is growing rapidly now is because her behavior. It's the behavior of of what she's doing while she is in this room with him, while he is in this room in this vegetative state, fighting for his life. She's doing very strange and unsavory things live, streaming live, mind you, for her viewers. And some people are looking at this and going, hey, she's doing this for clout, yo. She's doing this for financial and social media clout. She's doing this to make some monies. She's doing this for, for fame. So yes, a lot to look into, a lot to go through. I saw this article that I thought was, or this blog, I guess, that I thought was interesting because it kind of breaks down a lot of different things about this relationship, who they are, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's crazy. But one of the things here, like I said, this is thick, y'all. There's so much to look up. There is so many videos, so many clips, etc. There's so much to dissect here. So please do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Hit it. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. There's so much to do. There's so much to talk about. And before I go into this, really quick, I want to give a quick shout out to all the people that have been covering this particular story. I mean, there's people who have been hip to this story as soon as this story came out. So I wanted to, of course, give a shout out to all those that have been doing their due diligence. That's there's a YouTuber called Molly Go Lightly. There's another one, Without a Crystal Ball. There's Justice for All. There's LB as well. And I mean, those are just the ones that I've seen so far. There's Paris Milan that's also talked about this as well. I've seen a lot of people starting to talk about this. And, I got to give them props where props is due, because I didn't know anything about this until somebody hit me up in a tweet saying, hey, can you cover this? I hashtagged, I searched the hashtag, and boom, all this stuff came out. And let me tell you, from what I've seen, okay, Molly Go Lightly has been putting out so much content, hours and hours of content revolving around this whole Vaughn McCray, Dre McCray situation. So I need to say that and give credit where credit is due first. Okay. Yes, I just need to say that. Okay. Because I found out about it, looked up on TikTok, and I was like, holy God, there's so much. And some people have put in, I'm telling you, weeks of content. I am just at the beginning, right? I'm just chasing, I don't know. I'm chasing this train right now. Okay. And I've been putting things out on TikTok, but there's only so much you can put on TikTok in less than 3 minutes. You feel me? So this is absolutely crazy. Okay. But I will have to say, this is what people have been putting out here, and putting out the content, and putting out the information, okay, which is insane, okay. So, and of course, you guys asked me to pull this up and talk about this, so we are going to talk about this. So here it is. Influencer Dre McCray has been accused of using her husband's coma for clout. Now, there's certain words in here. I'm going to be changing some words for, into different words for various reasons. So ride with me, because unfortunately we got to talk about this whole thing. Okay. So one thing is obviously we already know that Dre McCray is a beauty influencer with a strong following on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. She took to her platforms to announce that she and her family had adopted a vegan alkaline diet and started taking certain things. And there's one in particular that I'm going to highlight that I'm just going to call K. Okay? Just so you guys are completely hip with it, okay? Her husband, okay? Her husband, Marvon, or Vaughn as he is known, started to experience seizures. Vaughn has no medical history of seizures, according to his mother, Letitia. All right? Or Letitia, sorry. Dre made claims that she was treating his seizures from home with herbs. Vaughn had 8 seizures one night. Andrea did not call the 911 or any medical professional. She went on social media and live streamed the seizures. Now, this is something that I won't show here, because it's just too brutal, in my personal opinion. But there is a live video where she goes out of her way to stream live. I just don't get it. He is having seizures, and she runs over, starts a live, and then sits next to him, like, trying to be there for him. But she's streaming the entire time. Like I said, this is a very interesting, very strange. This is a very strange situation, because you got somebody who's out here, to me, feels like she's more concerned about her viewers than she is about her own husband. It ain't working for me. I'm not showing you that video, but I am showing you a bunch of other ones. Trust and believe, all right? But it's hard to think that somebody who's having a seizure, you go, ooh, I got to go live. It just doesn't make sense. Or if you are live and he has a seizure, you turn off the live, period. But this woman decides to expose everything. Listen, guys, and I understand everybody likes the tea, everybody likes seeing the drama and all that stuff, but let's keep it real, y'all. If it's a personal matter, you need to make it a personal matter. Not everything needs to be out here on the internet to grab a bag or to get more people to check this out. Ooh, yeah, check out my page because I no holds barred. I show everybody everything and what I'm doing and blah, blah, blah. I'm an influencer. No, you are influencing in the wrong way. You're teaching kids and people who are watching your show or your streams that this is okay, that this behavior is okay. Some things, a lot of things, need to be held behind closed doors, period. That's just what I think, okay? No 911, no nothing. That's just crazy to me. At some point, Drea left Vaughn and their 3 children at home while she ran errands. She received a phone call from her eldest child. She spoke to the child on the phone and live streamed from the other phone. Vaughn was having another seizure. Dre instructed the children how to treat Vaughn. Don't let him get up, she is heard telling the children. 1 week later, she went live asking for her followers to send her vegan eternal feeding tube formula. 2 weeks later, on the 23rd of May, she took to social media again and told her followers that Vaughn had been in a coma for the last 2 weeks. It was assumed Vaughn was in a coma due to seizures, but Andrea made no clarifications. Now, this is where things went viral. This is the moment that made people look into this even more. Okay, this became more of a situation because of what I'm about to say right here. On July 5th, okay, 2022, Vaughn's mother, Letitia Bias, received a police report. She shared the report with a private Facebook group called Exposing Dre McCray. The group was created by Gigi Gonzalez, who started the group when she came across a Reddit page about Marvon McCray. According to the police report, Vaughn had slipped into a coma not from seizures, but from an unaliving attempt by rope. According to the police report, Vaughn attempted to rope himself in his shed. Andrea cut him down and then called 911. The responding officer wrote in his report that no bruising or abrasions were present. One rope was found at the scene. Vaughn's mother claimed that she only found out about her son's coma because of social media. She states that Andrea never called her. Okay. So, of course, Dre turned all of her social media pages silent or private, but continues to post, giving vague life updates and asking for quote unquote positive vibes while still not disclosing the cause of her husband's coma. We have police reports, which we will be looking at here very shortly. All right. So this is what we have so far. So the reason why, and I mean, of course, I'm going to read some more of this here in a second, but there is so much going on here, y'all. So much. But real quick, Sharon, thank you so much for the 450 pounds. Okay. Thank you so much. Geez, maybe he felt humiliated that people saw him mid-seizure, and that's why he's done what he's done. Poor guy. I don't know. I don't know what I have my theories on what caused him to get to this place. There is audio because she recorded basically almost everything, which is so weird to me. It's so weird. Why do people, it's very AH, okay? This is a very AH thing, recording everything. even altercations, even like arguments and stuff like that they're having. You're seeing all these things. It's crazy to me. I got so much to dissect with you guys. Sit back, grab your coffee, grab that libation, whatever time it is, in whatever corner of the world you are in. It's time to get comfortable, and it's time to get down to the nitty gritty, because this thing gets absolutely freaking crazy. Okay. So the reason why this story became a thing is, like I said, she shared Letitia, the mother, okay, the mother of Marvon or Vaughn, shared this police report onto a Facebook page called Exposing Dre McCray. And of course, this had already been going on. People, theories and stuff like that already started percolating on Reddit and, of course, on this Facebook page. But what really put it out there even more was this whole police report, okay, that Letitia put out here on the social medias, which we are going to look at here very shortly. But I want us to take a look at some videos of, of Dre and Vaughn McCray. So, let me get that really quick. I thought I had it up, but I did not. But I do not. It's and what's crazy is that there's so many videos and so many people doing this, covering this story and all that, which, that totally, I get it. This is a wild story of how is this even like, I'm trying to wrap my mind around it as well, because there's just so much about this couple, and what happened to this couple later on is just so, what happened to Vaughn is just absolutely crazy to me. But one second. Jeez Louise. One second, man. Where the heck is it? There we go. So I wanted us to take a look at a little bit, get a general idea, just to see what this couple is all about, what these people, how they live their life and all that stuff. And there's so many people, like so much, that have come out with these stories and all that. And like I said, it's just so strange to me that this stuff goes down. And yeah, see, even one of my dogs is having a problem with it. He's like, I ain't with this. What's up with this? Tell me, but what's interesting is I thought that she had a channel of her own, unless she took it down, which is a possibility. Let's keep it real. Man, I thought I had it, and now it's gone. Well, I will show you this video, because this is just Marvon having a good old time. Can't play the music, unfortunately, but I wanted to show you guys, like, this is Marvon. He had just gotten surgery. And these are just the two of them having a good old time. Just having a good old time. You know what I mean? Ooh, okay. So, I mean, you can see, like, just goofing off, having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Just being happy, acting the fool, being stupid. Now, I just saw somebody say something, and of course, that's something else as well. Apparently there's some more investigation going on too, which we are going to be looking at here very, very shortly as well. But like I said, there's you could see like they're at least at that time they were happy, at least at that time they were freaking happy. I got some more stuff. I'm just pulling the stuff up. Like I said, there's just so much going on. Um, so much. Man, oh man. Excuse me. Okay, so this is Dre. Because see, what's interesting is they started doing. She started implementing this vegan alkaline diet. She had been following Dr. Sebi. I guess she just got hip to Dr. Sebi and just basically went into this whole lifestyle of, okay, we're going to do vegan, we're going to do alkaline, we're going to do all this stuff, and I'm going to go hard in the paint. She implemented this for everybody, including Vaughn. Now, look at Vaughn. This is what Vaughn looks like then. Oh, this is before. Okay, this is after they got into this whole lifestyle of this vegan alkaline lifestyle. Take a look at this.
How to be better in this business as a husband, then bruh, I'm all ears. So it's just more so one of those things that, man, it was a good listening. That's what I can say. It was a good listening. It was led by Misty, and bruh, the things she can actually do to make these men actually talk is cool. Mm-hmm. And bruh, the way these guys were caring for their wives and stuff like that, it made me feel like, well, I need to step up, because I feel like, yes, I'm a supporter. Yes, I take care of my kids. I take care of the house, but I need to more so stay on top of our business. And remember, I said our business because it's Dre and Bonnie on our account. It's not just Dre. It's not just Bonnie. So
I want to say this really quick. Interesting he says that. I'm going to roll that back just a tiny bit. I think it's very interesting that he said that.
Remember, I said our business because it's Dre and Bonnie on our account. It's not just Dre. It's not just Bonnie.
Okay. Now, there's a lot of speculations around here, basically saying that this woman is obviously she was the one bringing home the bacon. I guess she was not letting him go and actually have a job. So she would go and do all the work herself. She had allegedly she had control of all the money. She controlled everything in the house. Now, including what he puts into his body, as far as what he eats, what he doesn't eat, so on and so forth. He jumped into this whole lifestyle with her and was with it to a certain extent. But there seems to be almost like a thing that's going on here where there are things that are where he's been held captive. He's held back from being able to do whatever the hell he wants to do. If he wants to go get a job so he can make his own independent cash, he has to run it by her. It almost seems like if he has to go and take a dump, he has to get okayed by his wife, Dre. But it's interesting that he says, you see, it's our business. Doesn't seem like that. Later on, we're going to hear audio, but you could tell that there's some sort of thing where he just I feel like he is so upset. At some point, realization comes in and he realizes, wow, I have no independence. I have no freedom as a man. I have no freedom to go out and make some money, to feel like I'm contributing as a man, I'm sorry. I hate to say that. I'm not trying to get all like, I'm not trying to get into that realm. But what I'm trying to say is, as a person, as a human being, especially as a guy, I'll be real, as a guy, especially he's a former Marine. You're telling me that him not going out there winning his own share of livelihood, him being able to bring home just a little bit of money, something like that, so he feels useful. You don't think that's not going to get to a person, especially a former Marine? I have to say that again, especially a former Marine. I mean, think about it. Not being able to do anything. What? I have to okay everything by you before I do anything? What? Just saying. I'm not trying to get into the whole man and how men should be. No, I'm not trying to go down that route. All I'm trying to say is, as anybody, if they're used to making their own way and then suddenly being stopped from being able to make their own way, you're going to feel some type of way at some point. And I feel like because of that, being trapped at home, not being able to do whatever he wants, boom, so on and so forth. Yes, I know. But I see the once a Marine, always a Marine. Okay, sure. Sorry, my bad. No disrespect to anybody that is a Marine. I'm trying to say that he is not an active Marine. Let's just say that, okay? I don't mean any disrespect. But what I'm trying to say here is that when you get stopped from doing what you do, right? At some point, it's going to start to seep. It's going to start to eat away at you. At some point, you're going to get very, very upset because you're not allowed to do what it is that you want to do. Anything. You feel trapped. You feel like a prisoner in your own home. And that's what sucks about this, because he's a Marine. Okay? He may not be in active duty, but he is a Marine. He's used to being out there doing things, so on and so forth. And then you come back home, and then everything goes from 100 miles per hour to zero. Man. And then you have to ask for permission for anything. And I'm sorry, but as a man, that is very, very difficult. At some point, you're going to feel like, I need to do something. I need to do something at least. And to me, this type of control, I see it as abuse, personally. It's extremely narcissistic, in my personal opinion. And this is all alleged, but we are going to listen to some audio here very, very shortly with him saying what he needs to say. And this is before anything went down, okay? But I see it as a big problem. You're not allowing that person to go out and smell the freedom air. Let them go out and do whatever the hell they want and come back with money. Every 2 weeks they get paid. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Okay? Absolutely ridiculous. But let me play a little bit more of this so we can just hear his voice a little bit. My heart breaks for this guy. Real talk. This is not how I wish this series of events did not go the way it went, because this man deserves better. Okay? No person deserves this kind of treatment. But let's keep rolling. Okay? Like I said, there's so many videos we're going to go through. So please grant me some of your grace, okay? Because I'm going to be grabbing some of these videos so we can see them together as a family. Do not forget to hit that like button down below, okay? And if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button, please. But let's continue. I want to just hear what he has to say more. But you can see he is literally trying to say, like, yo, it's our business. Because it's probably the only thing he got to help. It's the only thing he got. Sad.
So I feel like I'm a person who goes all in, and I feel like you guys are too, which is why you guys are here. And it's just more so of, bruh,
being consistent.
Yeah.
Being consistent.
And if you are, because me, I have a big drive. And when I feel like I need to go into something, I'm going to go into it, whether you tell me to or not. All right. So,
Sorry.
So if I feel like I'm putting all of this, this focus and energy into cleaning the house or cleaning my outside yard or making sure everybody's fine, which I'm gonna still do that. I also need to put more so the energy into my business. And that is because it's my business. It's our business. So yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, bro, if you're all in, you're all in.
Okay. We obviously there's more to this. I'm going to see what they say here.
And want the most to support you, don't. But stick around the people that will support you. I'm so glad that you made a post here in this group and you told us what was going on. And I won't forget, it was Jennifer again. She made the post about how about we all go, I think it was Jennifer, right? She said, let's go over to Marwa's page and give her something encouraging.
Okay, you get it, but as you can see that she's starting to lose a little bit of weight here, but he drastically lost some serious poundage. Even in this video, you can see it there. You saw the first video, you saw the photo too. Let's keep it real. There was drastically a difference in his weight, in his appearance, and all that. And of course, he's doing a live, I guess, in that clip, and she's still standing off to the side. And I get it. Maybe in her mind, she's trying to create a husband and wife business. Like, hey, this is our lifestyle. This is what we do. We're happy, so on and so forth. Look at how happy and healthy my husband is. He lost weight. He looking skinny and stuff. You know what I mean? All that stuff that's going down. I'm sure she's sitting there going, ooh, branding. So I got to bring in Marvon as much as I can. I got to have him talk as much as I can because it's all a brand. But then you got somebody who's on every single second she got. I mean, my God, at some point, you're going to hit a wall. Okay. At some point, you're going to say, enough is enough. Enough is enough. There is so much that's gone down. That's being shared. I mean, it's just, like I said, just crazy. Now, there's this other clip here, or this other piece, that's saying that, well, this is as of Monday. Okay. As of Monday, this came out. Okay. And this, of course, was on Without a Crystal Ball, their Facebook page. So, of course, I need to give credit where credit is due. But it says, as of Monday, this Monday, okay, this is the update. Vaughn's mom is still on the move to try to find her son. I've been in touch with Letitia since Saturday evening, so I'm not going to be the best of source for her updates. Now, the thing is if she still hasn't seen her son, hasn't been able to go into the hospital and see her son, that's absolutely crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. Okay. Now, of course, there's people sitting there wanting to know the location of her kids. I'm not. The thing is I am not trying to say anything like go, hey, and go and get information out here. Doxing and stuff like that. I'm not here for it. Personally, I'm not. Because that, let law enforcement do what they need to do in her neck of the woods. Okay. But I wanted to show you guys this as well. Let's see here. Okay. Check this out.
was thinking, you know how everything is backwards, right? Everything. Like, this whole world is backwards. Whenever the gosh darn it tells you that something is good, that means it's really not. Right? Basically, the things that you see on TV are meant for you to see in its entirety. Okay? Right? So I was watching 911 on Hulu, and this part where we were at, in the part, hi Cheryl, the kid had brain damage or something. He was in a vegetative state for 2 weeks. You know how they're always telling us once this thing happens, then like that's it, you're done. You'll never come back from that. I don't know what it is, but they're just saying, like, you know, like, it's time to pull the plug if this happens, because this person's never going to come back. And now I'm thinking, like, most definitely, I truly believe that they can come back now.
From a what?
100%. I believe it so strongly.
No.
I believe a person can come back from that. All because it's like whatever I see, like on every episode, it's so backwards, you know, like the right thing is never taught, you never see it, you know, none of that. What they want you to believe is what you see. They want you to see that. And now it's like,
What?
doesn't that make sense though?
No, it don't make no. What? What? I'm sorry. I don't mean to chuckle. I'm sorry. What? Though? What? That ain't even. We ain't even done with the clip though. Like, we ain't even done. Huh? What? Seriously? What? How them chips though? Damn. Damn.
I'm not gonna go research it or anything, but that's all I was thinking.
No, you should.
Really need to stop eating. I'm stressed. I'm so stressed. And I keep talking to myself. I've been having very long conversations with myself.
Okay, that's enough. We get the idea. Okay. She is obviously something ain't right. Just something ain't right. Her where she is mentally, to me, is not right. And I feel like it has to do with one thing, which we obviously have to get into because it's one of the main conversations that people are having right now, which is the word it's Kratom. Okay. Now, I know a lot of people are wondering, what the hell is Channing Tatum? Okay. I don't know why I said that, but hey, just roll with me. Okay. Well, let me get this. Okay. Let's check. Let's take a look at this, shall we? Because a lot of people are sitting here going, you know, something's up. Okay. And it all has to do with, okay, real quick. She obviously she was hardcore into this vegan alkaline diet. All right. And this lifestyle. And as you see in other videos, which we'll be seeing very shortly, she drops crazy weight. But she's also implementing this kind of lifestyle / diet into her children's lifestyle, also into our man Vaughn's lifestyle as well. You saw the footage of him just sitting there talking about the business that they have. All right. And there's a lot of speculation out here thinking that maybe this has to do with something called K. I'm just calling it K. It's right here. All right. Now, some people may not know what it is, but I will say what it is. K, okay, or Channing Tatum, okay, is a herbal extract that comes from the leaves of an evergreen tree grown in Southeast Asia. K leaves can be chewed, and dry K can be swallowed or brewed. Now, from what I understand, they took this orally. All right, the whole family, including them kids. K can be extract and can be used to make a liquid product. The liquid form is often marketed as a treatment for muscle pain or to suppress appetite and stop cramps and diarrhea. K is also sold as a treatment for panic attacks. Okay, now, it is also believed to act on opioid receptors. At low doses, K acts as a stimulant, making users feel more energetic. At higher doses, it reduces pain and may bring on euphoria. At very high doses, it acts as a sedative, making users quiet and perhaps sleepy. Some people who practice Asian traditional medicine consider K to be a substitute for opium. Okay. Some people take K to avoid symptoms of opioid withdrawal, and because K may be bought more easily than prescription drugs. K is also used at music festivals and other recreational settings. People who use K or Tatum for relaxation report that because it is plant-based, it is natural and safe. However, the amount of active ingredient in Tatum plants can vary greatly, making it difficult to gauge the effect of a given dose. Depending on what is in the plant and the health of the user, taking Tatum may be very dangerous. Again, taking Tatum, depending on the health of the user and how potent that particular plant is, it can be very dangerous. Claims about the benefits of Tatum can't be rated because reliable evidence is lacking. Side effects and safety concerns. And I'm not going to read all this, but I'm going to read some of the side effects that you can get. And this is some serious ish, y'all. Okay? All right. Poison control centers in the U.S. received over 1,800 reports involving use of Tatum from 2018 to 2011 to 2017, including reports of muerte, okay, of unaliving, of demise. All right. About half of these exposures resulted in serious negative outcomes, such as seizures, and high blood pressure. Now, what did I just say to you guys a little bit ago? Our man Vaughn was suffering serious seizures, and allegedly he started having these seizures after this new diet was implemented into his lifestyle from his wife, Dre. And she was adamant about it, going, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Blah, 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 blah. He started having seizures, extremely severe seizures. I said it to you earlier. There was one day that he had 8 seizures in one day. You're telling me a man that did not experience that kind of those kinds of seizures before suddenly now is having 8 seizures in one day because he's taken Tatum and God knows what else in his system? She took away a medication that he had for other things that were going on for him as far as his mental health and whatnot, took those things away, started to give him other things that were not even prescribed by anyone, no physician, no medical expert. She just started feeding these things to her husband rather than giving him the medication that he actually needed. And then sprinkle some Tatum on that, and you got yourself a whirlwind of problems. But let's continue. Just so you guys know what the hell this is all about. Okay? I've heard of Kratom. I've heard of this Kratom. I've heard of, Tatum. Okay? I've heard of this before, but I never knew that it had these kinds of side effects. But this is crazy. All right? Now, the serious negative outcomes such as seizures and high blood pressure. Okay, 5 of the 7 infants who were reported to have been exposed to Tatum went through withdrawal. So imagine the amount of that you're consuming with this, and then suddenly, say you realize that it's not working for you, or you're having some issues. So then you cut it off. They're saying that these little kids, these infants, that the 5 out of the 7 went through withdrawal. Because again, the amount that you take, it's not like it's regulated. It's not like, oh, every single dose that you take is the exact same amount of dose. It can vary every single time. So 5 out of the 7 children reported to have withdrawal. Okay. Now, Tatum has been classified as possibly unsafe when taken orally. Now, Tatum has a number of known side effects, including weight loss. Did you see the photos? You saw the photos. We haven't even seen her with her weight loss. You're going to see it here in a second. But real talk, a number of side effects, including weight loss, dry mouth, chills, nausea, and vomiting, changes in urine, constipation, liver damage, muscle pain. Tatum also affects the mind and nervous system. Interesting. The mind. Okay. Dizziness, drowsiness, hallucinations, and delusion. Depression and delusion. Why did they say delusion again? But hallucination and delusion, depression and delusion, breathing suppression, seizure, coma, and demise. In other places, I've also seen that it also causes, well, some sort of psychosis. There's a side effect of, and one of them in that list is psychosis. And you have a woman out here putting out this kind of content, streaming every single moment she has on this planet for everyone else to see. You see her slowly change per video. Wait a second. Weird. But as you can see, even in just that, it's crazy, okay? So I'm looking at this email. Sorry, one second. Good to know. Thank you so much for the information. I just got an email. I appreciate the information. Okay. Berenice, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you so very, very, very much. I appreciate it. But like I said, there is just so much that's going down on this that it's like, wait a second. Boom. You have that. You have all this that's going down. It's very, very weird to me. Okay. She is implementing and pushing this particular lifestyle. She's pushing this particular type of. She keeps pushing K. She would call it K, and then some on her channel, on her pages, pushing this lifestyle. But you can see that her husband is not okay. He is not. He's struggling. He is full on struggling. Okay. Now, I'm trying to show. There's just more to this, which is very, 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 very sad, y'all. But there's more, and this is her. We're gonna get to the hospitals, some hospital stuff here very shortly. But I wanted to show you guys just a little bit more of her just like promoting products. It's crazy.
Raw leaf. Okay. I believe the FDA considers this poisonous. That's exactly why I bought it. Okay.
Now, I know that there's people out here. I'm going to roll that back one more time so I don't interrupt it fully. But I get it that there are people out here that believe certain things, right? That they believe that there's, the FDA and all that stuff don't want people to take certain things that are natural because it might be better for them than taking that over the counter BS because they want to make their money. Big pharma and all that crap want to make their money too. And I get that. I get those theories and all that. But but there is another thing of promoting or pushing herbs that might have some serious problems to your mental or to your physical health. So she's pushing this stuff, and I don't even know if she really takes any. I don't even know if she takes all this stuff, or maybe she takes all this stuff and doesn't care about these particular quote unquote side effects. But notice how thin she is. Notice this is a completely different person here than what you saw in these other photos, like this one here. Hold on, like this one right here. Drastically different. This is a completely different woman, y'all. Completely different woman than what she was before. Okay? Same with Dre. Same with Vaughn. Two completely different looking people now. Well, let's continue.
Raw leaf. Okay. I believe the FDA considers this poisonous. That's exactly why I bought it. Okay. The FDA says it's bad. Okay. Then that must mean it's good. Hello. I've been around way too long to think that the FDA putting a poisonous stamp don't mean nothing in the world of Dre McCray. Okay. I'm just saying. You try to put a ban on something, then I'm like, okay, then it must be good. Let me go see why there's a possible ban on it. You know what I'm saying? So once one of my friends told me about this, and she was like, just letting you know, it's, it might be against the FDA saying it's poisonous. I was like, add to cart and give me 2 of those. But
okay. Listen, guys, this is okay. Listen, I get it that there are people out here. There's a lot of people that'll sit there and go, I don't want to listen to the FDA, or I don't want to listen to the government because the government trying to do this, that, and the third. Big pharma trying. And I get all that stuff. I get it. But why would you use your family as lab rats? It's like, hey, if you ingest Windex and it says don't take it because it's bad, it will be bad for you. I don't know. To me, I go, okay, I'll avoid that and I will do something else. Okay. Oh, if you ingest this herb, or this spice or whatever the hell it is. Oh, it says, FDA says it's poisonous. In my mind, I'm going, okay, I will go down another route then. I'll find another way. Sure, fine. You don't want your kids or yourself addicted to these certain things, blah, blah, blah. I get it. You don't want them all on these pharmaceuticals and all that stuff. I get that. Fully, I get that. But that doesn't make me double down and buy the herb or buy those herbs and spices twice. That doesn't make me double down. Period. That makes me go, okay, well, what else? What other herb or what other thing can I use? Natural home remedy that is the same equivalent as this particular herb. That's it. I'm having issues with this, that, and the third. I got inflammation, or I got this, that, and the third, and I don't want to take the over-the-counter medicine. I want to be as natural as I possibly can be. Okay, so they say this is poisonous. I'm going to avoid that, and I'm going to go down route. I'm going to go down Avenue B now and see what I can come up with there. That herb is not the only herb that solves whatever problem that you're looking for. Period. That's just me. Okay? That's just me. That's just where my mind sits on this whole situation. Because like I said, it just doesn't make sense that you are willing to turn your family into lab rats. I'm not with it. I'm not for it at all. I'm not. Nor should any parent be for it. Doesn't matter if it's if it's beneficial for this, that, and the third. Then find another remedy. Find another route. If it's poisonous, don't put that into your body, guys. I'm just saying that. I'd rather y'all be safe than sorry. Okay? Now, this is another video. Well, actually, I'm not going to take that one. That one's way too bloody long. Now, I actually do want to get to the stuff that's going on now. Okay. Well, not now, but like where we are as far as him being in the hospital, him fighting for his life, so on and so forth, because there's so much going on. Now, they started taking these particular, they changed their life. Okay. They changed their lifestyle. They changed how what they consume as far as their diet, so on and so forth. They became extremely hardcore vegan, alkaline vegan lifestyle, and they were taking a lot of this K, all right? Now, or this Tatum, all right? Now, the thing is that, of course, husband, Vaughn, was having some serious issues. He was getting pretty upset, and there was a moment where he was asking for money. He was asking to borrow some cash from Dre. And Dre refused to give him this money. He asked for like $2,000. He said, "I promise I'll give it back to you," so on and so forth. And she refused to give him this money. So about 2019, he came to her and he just wanted to get the hell out. He wanted out of this relationship for good. She recorded this. So, and this is crazy, all right? But it also shows you a little bit of what the dynamics of this relationship really was. And this is before, obviously, this is years before he did anything. But clearly something was up. Clearly something was wrong, and he was not in a good mental place. I'm going to play the audio for you guys, okay? So let's take a listen to this.
Okay, I'm done.
So I could possibly have PTSD. You know what that is?
Nope.
That's a post-traumatic stress disorder, which means that anything that happened in the past can hurt you really bad. It's almost like your memory compressed it, but it like keeps flashing back out at you, and then it's almost like your brain is sick.
Okay, real quick. She doesn't know what PTSD is? and you're with a Marine and you don't know what PTSD is? But you know all these herbs and spices though, but you don't know what PTSD is. Okay, let's continue.
So what I'm gonna go do is I'm gonna go get checked out for my brain. Now the thing is that that's not until Monday. You know what depression is?
Yeah, I know what depression is. Yummy.
Right now I am extremely depressed.
Dad, eat my hand.
I really can't. To me, like to me, it's just the aura is depressing. And in order for me, because to be honest with you, and I'm telling you this with all seriousness, I feel like if I stay in the house again tonight, I might not wake up tomorrow morning.
The hell does that mean? I mean, like I said, clearly there's a lot of control. There's a lot of something is up within this relationship, within the dynamics of between husband and wife, all this. And he says this. He just said that. I'm going to roll that back just a tiny bit. But that's some serious, that is a cry for help. That is serious. There's more. There's more to this, but hear that out. He is literally saying, hey, I feel like if I sleep here tonight, I will not wake up tomorrow morning. I will not be here tomorrow morning. That's where he thinks. That's what he's thinking in his mind. Either it's because of him scared for his life, as far as the relationship between him and Dre, or he's having some issues mentally, and he's like, I just need to get out. I need to get away. I need to break free. I need freedom. I need some air. I need space. That could also be that too. But let me roll that back. This is so sad to hear, y'all. But here.
And in order for me, because to be honest with you, and I'm telling you this with all seriousness, I feel like if I stay in the house again tonight, I might not wake up tomorrow morning. Mm-hmm. And it's not because I want to hurt myself or harm myself. I'm actually going to get help. I'm a survivor. But I feel like because of the stress, because stress is the #1 killer in America. Because of the stress, I think it might cause me to just stop. I don't know. But in my mind, that's what I'm thinking. Emotionally, that's what I think.
Come here.
Physically, that's all I can feel.
Raza, come here.
Even though I don't want to. But that's the only thing that I can do. The only thing I can do is get out of the house. So what I'm gonna do is I've already packed up. I'm gonna leave until Monday. Monday is gonna be the day that I actually get checked out.
So he just was like, I need some space, but Monday I'm gonna be over here. I need to leave now. Monday I'm gonna go and get figured out, or I'm gonna get sorted, and then I'll figure what's gonna be the next move. But I need to leave now. I need to get out of here right now. This is just devastating. And the fact that he has to try to explain this to her in a way so that she fully understands says something as well. Then on top of that, why is this being recorded in the first place, baby? My people, my lovely, beautiful babies out here, why is this being recorded in the first place? He ain't recording it. She is. Why?
At that point, then everything else will start coming around.
Is Shado gonna go with you?
No, he doesn't. I don't want him to go around. Well, I'm not necessarily. Don't really.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, he's okay. So I'm gonna take off for a while, and then I'll come back.
Okay.
But it's for me to get help, okay? I'm not doing this because I just don't want to be here, or I don't want to help nobody, or anything like that. I want to be here.
You see what I'm saying? Okay. Something else about this audio. It makes it seem like he's like, listen, because he wants to calm a person down, because maybe she's going to fly off the hinges. Maybe she's going to have a temper tantrum. So she's like, wait a second, time out. Listen, it's not you, it's me. I'm just going over here. I need to take a breath. It's nothing, has nothing to do with you. Has to do with what's going on with me. I'm very depressed. I'm dealing with a lot of inner demons in my mind, and I need some space. It's not you, though. It's me. Don't be mad. I don't want you to get angry. I just want to walk out of here peacefully. Okay? It's very interesting that he has to even explain himself. It's like, hey, I got this thing that's going on. I got to go. I got this thing. I got to go and find some peace, some peace of mind, because I'm not getting it here at home right now. And I don't want to fight with you about this, and I don't want you getting angry, because I don't want you to start throwing bows on them. So putting the paws on me and whatnot. So, hey, can we just walk away about this and let me go, and we can talk about we could talk on the phone later, but let me leave amicably and peaceful. Okay?
But I don't want to lose this.
Don't do that.
I don't want to lose my mind. So in order for me to not do that, sometimes you just have to go.
Are you gonna be gone for a few days? Like, or are you gonna come around?
I'm gonna be gone till Monday. Monday's when I'll come back.
I hope you know that when you go to a psychiatrist, sometimes it's not immediate help. It takes a series of appointments in order for you to get better.
So let the man go and breathe. Okay. See what I'm saying? She's even sitting here saying, well, do you see that? Do you see that even if you go and try to look for help and get help Monday, doesn't mean that it's just a one and done type of deal? Huh? Let the man just go and figure his stuff out.
And if you are literally saying that you might not wake up, because that's a hazard, and then he's going to do that, and he can hit someone, then I really think you need to go to a hospital.
No, what I'm trying to tell you is the fact of I'm stressed here. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not really up for discussion, but I'm just letting you guys know what's going on.
It's not up for discussion, but you literally,
stop, because
you
you're doing
told,
it right now. I'm literally like,
all I'm doing is talking. That's it.
but you're talking about something that I told you I don't want to talk about.
Marvon, you just told my kids something very heavy, that you might not wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, but you're
that
trying
is
to get me to do something that I don't want to do.
Marvon.
Do you hear that? I'm gonna run that back, because the reasoning from this from Dre is beyond me. Because listen, if ever anyone comes to you, your loved one, your child, what doesn't matter, your best friend, they say, hey, I'm dealing with some things in my mind, and I need to go I need to find peace right now. I need to go, like, hey, I need to go and talk to somebody. I'm struggling right now. Please. I'm struggling. Do you go instantly and say, but, how do you respond to somebody who is literally trying to say, hey, I am struggling with mental health right now, and I need to go somewhere to go and figure that out. And it's not a journey that we can do together right now. I need to go and do this on my own right now. And if you can just grant me some grace, if you can just grace me with some time, I'd really appreciate it. And the response that you say is this, that's absolute trash to me. The person is sitting there saying, I need help. I need to find somebody. I need to go and talk to somebody. I need to get my head checked. That's literally what he says. You should be saying, okay, what time do you want to go? Can I drop you off? What is it that you need from me? I got you, so on and so forth. I'll do whatever I need to do to make sure that you are mentally happy, because I want you here on this planet longer. That's it. Not the, Well, do you know that if you went there and you got your head checked, that it means that it still doesn't solve everything? Don't put those things in his mind like that, saying, oh, it's, that you got to do more than just go and get your head checked. Let him go and get his head checked. Period. And be on his side. Support him. Don't tell him, oh, yeah, you won't be able to do nothing after that. That ain't going to do nothing. They ain't going to solve the problems. Take several seats, lady. This is the reason why he in a coma now. You feel me?
But it's for me to get help, okay?
I ran it back just so you guys know.
Doing this because I just don't want to be here, or I don't want to help nobody, or anything like that. I want to be here. But I don't want to lose this.
Don't do that.
Okay. Okay. This is just so frustrating to me because literally this is a man crying out for help. Clearly he is sitting there going, yo, I need help. I need time away from you. It's like he's saying, it ain't the kids. It's you. And I need space away from you. She should be understanding of that. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it sucks. That's your man, that's your boo, that's the love of your life. But at the same time, if they're sitting there saying you are the cause of my sorrow right now, and I need some time away, then you should be understanding of that, because that's what love is, right? Taking care of somebody that's beyond you doesn't sound like that right now. I'm hearing selfishness like a mug, but let's continue. Sorry for running it back, but I wanted to drill this home. Okay. And I keep saying summer of self-love is in full effect. This right here is a prime example of what not to do when you have a loved one turning to you and saying, I need to go look for some help. Be a part of them searching for that help. Don't knock them down. Don't mess up their hopes of trying to find mental health. Being happy, because depression is forever. It's a long, long, long journey. There is no one pill or one conversation, but you should be there and have their back and hold it down for them. Period. Be the light at the end of that very, very dark tunnel. Don't cloud. Do not cloud their hope for being emancipated from this kind of devastating thing that we all deal with more and more every single day. Let me just continue. I'm sorry. It just angers me. This is where it all goes to crap.
I don't want to lose my mind. So in order for me to not do that, sometimes you just have to go.
Yep.
Are you gonna be gone for a few days? Or are you gonna come around?
I'm gonna be gone till Monday. Monday's when I'll come back.
I hope you know that when you go to a psychiatrist, sometimes it's not immediate help. It takes a series of appointments in order for you to get better. And if you are literally saying that you might not wake up, because that's a hazard, and then he's gonna do that and he can hit someone, then I really think you need to go to a hospital.
What I'm trying to tell you is the fact of I'm stressed here. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not really up for discussion, but I'm just letting you guys know what's going on.
It's not up for discussion.
Let me just say something. I just heard it in a little bit in that video, in this audio. I want to point something out. Clearly, they live together. They're home. She does her job from home. He doesn't have a job. Not saying anything bad about that, but real talk, she's the one who brings home the bacon. Now, she has full control over what he says and what he does. If he can have a job, if he can use money, so on and so forth. She has full control over that. So who do you think is also raising them kids? Do you think she's raising the kids? He's the one he's being Mr. Mom. Remember that movie, Mr. Mom? It's a throwback. Wow, that's a throwback. But he's the one who's taking care of the children. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the dynamics changing, obviously, and being less of a traditional breakdown of, like, say, the father being the breadwinner and the mother maybe staying home and taking care of the kids. This situation switched over. The father's taking care of the kids, the mother's the breadwinner, but at the same time, you hear her. She's asking if he wants to take one of the kids with him. She's more concerned about him not being there to help with the kids. Because I believe he's the one who actually raises the kids. And she's busy doing her live streams every day, all day, every day. I don't even think she rears her children. Okay? I don't even think she does that. He does. And he wants some space. He wants some time. And now she's going, but, the entire time. Instead of her going, go. How long do you need? Okay. Can I drive you there? Can I help you find the right psychiatrist or the right place? She's not helping. She's asking because she's worried about her job. She's worried about work. And that's it.
But you literally,
stop, because
you
you're doing
told.
it right now. I'm literally like.
All I'm doing is talking. That's it.
But you're talking about something that I told you I don't want to talk about.
Marvon, you just told my kids something very heavy.
Manipulative as hell right here.
That you might not wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, but you're trying to get me to do something that I don't want to do.
You're trying to get me to do something I don't want to do. That could be a million different things. And that could be a conversation that they have a lot.
Marvon, that is something. Marvon, that is something very serious.
Don't get.
And
why are you staring at me so hard? And
I'm looking at you, but I don't think you understand the weight of what you just told them. That is very serious.
Dre, a lot of the stuff that's been going on in this house is very serious that I haven't even been able to open my mouth about, but everybody else knows.
Vaughn.
Do you understand what that says?
Vaughn.
I'm sorry for breaking this down like a with a scalpel, but like breaking this down like bit by bit, but this is a very telling piece of audio. I'm just saying. One more time, I need to roll that back just a tiny bit. Okay? I'm so sorry. Thank you for gracing me this time, okay? But there's a lot to dissect in this little clip.
You just told my kids something very heavy. That you might not wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, but you're trying to get me to do something that I don't want to do.
Marvon, that is something. Marvon, that is something.
He said, "What do you think I told you when we first got married?" I'm sorry, there's just so much going on while she's talking over him. What do you think I told you? What do you think I told you when we first got married? That's what he said.
Something very serious.
Don't get. And why are you staring at me so hard? And
I'm looking at you, but I don't think you understand the weight of what you just told them. That is very serious.
Dre, a lot of the stuff that's been going on in this house is very serious that I haven't even been able to open my mouth about, but everybody else knows.
Boom! Brakaka! Burakasha! You heard that. He said, hey, there's a lot of things that are going on in this house that everybody knows about that I can't even talk about. What does that say? What does that say about our relationship? What does that say about me? So on and so forth. Boom. Blam. Okay. Clearly, there's some stuff. Lifestyle, maybe the diet, so on and so forth, that he ain't cool with. You're making me do this, that, and the third. Things that I don't want to do. I want to go out and get a job. I want to make some monies so I feel like I'm a useful human being. I'm sorry, but a lot of us men have this thing ingrained in our minds that if we aren't the breadwinner, I'm sorry, but this is truths right here, guys. Okay? But if we are not making money, let's not say breadwinner, but if we are not making money of our own, then we feel useless. Yes, raising children is a wonderful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I'm not knocking raising children. And any man out here that is at home being the caretaker at home and raising children, I commend y'all and I give you mad props. But you cannot tell me that there isn't some men out there that feel that they're not doing their full part as the man in the house. I'm sorry to say it like that, but that's the straight up truth. Okay? And of course, there's some other guys that just sit around and do nothing. Okay, fine. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that have that kind of husband at home that just sits there and plays Call of Duty all day long. I feel sorry for them. Sorry. Hopefully that guy gets off his ass and does something with himself. But outside of that, most men want to feel like they're an active part of the household. And that is going and hunting and gathering. That is bringing home the bacon to a certain extent. At least the sensation. Okay? At least the sensation of having a paycheck, of going to that job, feeling like they're being useful beyond just raising the children. And we hear this. He is trapped. He's held against his will. He wants, I'm sure, to do other things, to feel like to feel like a man. I'm sorry. And he's not able to do that. Just giving you guys the breaks. Okay? Period. This is what it is, especially for a black man. I'm sorry. Suddenly, there's this emasculation that goes on. Suddenly, it's hey, like that video I just showed you a second ago where he's basically skinny as hell, where he's like, it's our business. It's me and Dre's business. There's that need to feel like, hey, boom, I need to claim this because people out here are thinking I'm just sitting on my ass, letting you make all the monies, and I'm just sitting here like a wet noodle. No. This is our business. We built it together. You see what I'm saying? That can really mess with a man who is a Marine. That can mess with a man's head who's used to going out there and putting in the work. You see what I'm saying? And now he is literally asking permission to go seek help. And he can't even do that without her permission. Listen, he is not in active duty for a reason. He was honorably discharged. Why is he still trying to get like an okay by why is there still a chain of command that he is still having to answer to in his own damn home? Let's continue.
Vaughn.
Do you understand what that says?
Vaughn.
It's important that they know. It's important.
Vaughn.
It's important that you understand.
That you need help. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So allow me to get it on my own and don't push me. The first thing I told you.
I'm not pushing you, but I have to take care of them as well, whether you're here or not, and you telling them something that's severe and serious, it is not okay. We don't know where you're going. We don't know anything.
I don't even know where I'm going, but
then that worries me.
And that's the thing. This is the stuff that stresses me out. This is why I shake and fall and do all types of things because I can't take this. I can't take
Marvon, there's literally, I'm not yelling at you.
I don't want us to be separated.
I'm not yet. Okay.
Everything in this relationship right now is just one-sided, and
it's not.
Sometimes it's just easier.
It's not.
I just can't.
And you walk away, Vaughn?
He said, everything in this relationship is just one-sided and I can't take it. This is the reason why I'm having these seizures. This is the reason why I fall, I shake, because of the stress in this relationship. The fact that there is it's not a partnership, it's a leadership. It's a dictatorship. It's not a partnership. We're not doing this together. It is here's Dre and here's the world. Literally. Whatever. Hey, I feel like Vaughn is basically saying, yo, it's Dre's world. I just live in it. But at some point, he's going, I can't take this anymore, y'all. I can't. I just can't. Because you know for a fact, you don't think he got friends? Some of his boys asking how he's doing, so on and so forth. You don't think the people that are watching them every single day, every time they stream live, they're not asking questions of like, you're telling me he's streaming he's with her all day, every day, and he ain't got no job? You don't think people out here on the social medias were trolling him for whatever, making up whatever they wanted to make up? I mean, that's just crazy. It's crazy to me, y'all. And the fact that she is still holding him back from being able to do what he needs to do, which is seek mental health. It's just disgusting. Let's continue because it gets very interesting near the end.
Because you're I feel like you're just trying to keep saying the same thing and trying to get me to understand your point, but you're not really understanding what I'm telling you.
Marvon, I
So
understand
right now,
clearly,
just
but
cannot,
I
because
don't.
mentally, I'm about to break down.
Girls,
So
I need you to
stop.
go to the room. I'm sorry. Please take Son. No, you can go in my room.
Please.
Everything I am saying is literally just concern for you.
Okay,
That's it.
to be honest with you, I really don't feel like you are that concerned.
And
I'm just
okay,
saying,
I know.
your actions are really not speaking.
There's no actions that I'm doing.
Exactly. Your actions are not speaking. The only thing you're yelling is you need to get help. You need to
I'm
get help.
not yelling. I'm
I
not
know
even.
you're not yelling. I'm just saying. The only thing I'm hearing is you need to get help. You need to get help. I asked, what do I need to get help with? Oh, you need to go figure that out. Guess what? I'm doing so.
But I already told you, and it's not. Our conversations are nowhere near what you're even describing.
I feel like you're not really understanding. The counselors.
Trust me, I
Listen.
understand.
The counselors, they talk. The only thing they do is they write down everything you want them to know for the psychiatrist. The psychiatrist then will book an appointment, and then after that, you start your sessions. That's how it goes. I'm telling you, bro. I'm asking every single person.
I know, Marvon.
So please stop.
Please.
Yes, stop.
Okay, I hope you know that I'm gonna call someone now that you're leaving.
Andrea, I wish I would have just been able to get a hotel room, but you don't want to give me anything. I don't have anything to my name because of you.
I don't have anything to my name because of you. Blam. Like I said, he has no ownership of anything. He's not making any monies, nothing. But let's continue.
$2,000.
Bro.
$2,000.
Okay, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going to happen. But, bro, just because I'm asking for it doesn't mean that I'm not going to pay it back, or do I even deserve it?
Fine.
That's what makes it. I feel like shit because I feel like you don't even think I deserve to. This is why I have to go. This is why I have to leave, Andrea.
I can close the door.
Man, okay. He's like, this is why I got to leave. I got nothing in my name. I have nothing to my name. Everything's, you have control over everything. They even talk about the $2,000 that he asked about that I mentioned earlier. He asks for $2,000. And then she says she refuses to give him the money. She's just asking a whole bunch of questions of why? Why do you need the money? Why do you need the money? And he's like, listen, I just need the money. I'll give it back to you. Like, no big deal. But she wasn't cool with that. At the same time, remember, I'm just being real, y'all. At some point, unless there's a full understanding and you got a guy, okay, that's cool with staying home and not being active out here, breadwinning, making the money, so on and so forth, whatever, or just going out and making some money, at some point, they're going to turn and go, wait a second, you have control over everything. Everything, y'all. I have nothing. I have control over nothing. If I want to go and get some McDonald's, for example, I got to ask you for money to go get McDonald's. The hell? If I have a mental health issue, I have to ask you for that. I got to ask you permission to go and do that. And instead of that person actually caring, instead of them caring, they're sitting there going, but what about the kids? And what about, no, if you go, they're not going to do anything for you. You're going to still struggle and so on and so forth. It's not going to answer all your problems. What the hell's wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? But again, welcome to the world that we live in. Welcome to the world that we live in. It's devastating to think that there are people out here that are willing to not care. The level of selfishness is actually shocking to me, because you think that somebody who is fighting for their life, like right now, somebody who is out here fighting for their life is being exploited in such a way for their own monies. It's sad. I just saw Chillin X7 just say something. Thank you so much for the comment on YouTube. I appreciate it. Live streaming can be a good thing when it comes back around to show the truth. Yep. And that's the thing. She goes on lives. She says crazy stuff. She says things that are completely very revealing. Her kids are on there. They're saying things that are extremely revealing as well. It's mind-blowing to me, to be really honest. Okay? Mind-blowing to me. But I wanted to show you guys the video of him in the hospital, and it's just so sad. It's just so damn sad. It's hard to wrap your mind around, like, why somebody would be okay, would be cool with this kind of treatment. This is your husband. This is the person that you care for. This is the person that you love. And you have somebody who's literally like trying to use this for their own financial gain. It's to me, it's crazy. Actually, I'm trying to find the video because, like I said, there was things that I had that just like refreshes. The page will refresh and it'll disappear. But it's nuts. Long story short, it is absolutely nuts. I do have a still here that I'm just going to show you guys instead. But this is, like I said, just sad to see. And then, of course, I got this this police report that we got to look at as well, because it's absolutely devastating here as well. Man. Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. So here are some stills from this. But as you can see, she is literally doing lives with him. This is after he has done what he did, right? But it's absolutely devastating to think that this woman is doing live videos of her in his room while he's in the hospital fighting for his life. I mean, it's hard to look at that. It's really, really hard to look at that. And I mean, there's full-on videos of her doing this kind of thing, doing these streaming live with him in the rooms and all that stuff. Oh man, it's absolutely crazy. But from my understanding now, she's not allowed to go into the hospitals anymore. She has been blocked, because it's funny, because when she was there, she was blocking the parents from actually going and seeing their son, who is now in a vegetative state. He is literally brain dead. And these family members are trying to come in to see their son, to pay their respects. And unfortunately, Unfortunately, these people are, unfortunately, she was trying to block him. She actually moved him to several different hospitals, trying to block the family from being able to see their son. Now, of course, she literally went online saying something crazy like, "Hey, I wanted to." There's a reason why I'm not letting the mother see Marvin, and so on and so forth. And there's no excuse. This is the last moments they have before they will bury him. He is brain dead. There's an opportunity for them to see. There's an opportunity for them to see him pay their respects, so that he can go gracefully. There is no way that this young man is going to be coming back from this. There's no way. Okay? This is interesting. This was just something that posted earlier.
That's cool, but you cussing and yelling at me is not cool. Get ready to go. That's cool, but you cussing and yelling at me is not cool.
Can you please shut up? Stop talking to me. That's what's driving me crazy.
Because what? Because I'm trying to work on a solution for whatever's going on.
Shit with your damn self.
Yes, I am,
You
God.
give a fuck about me and you never did.
I don't
All you
give.
do is use me for your own goddamn thing.
I use you?
Stop, bro.
Where is this even coming from? How do I use you?
Goodness, bro.
How do I use you, Vaughn?
Every fucking fuck this. Fuck this.
What? How do I use you, Vaughn? How do I use you?
Don't ask me shit, because you ain't gonna want to know the fucking answer.
Of course I do.
You don't
What do you mean?
fucking talk.
I
You
don't-
don't want to listen. You just want to
In
hear
what,
yourself.
Vaughn, in what way? I'm here asking you
You
questions.
just want to fucking hear yourself.
How do I want to hear myself when I'm asking you questions?
I think that's enough on that one. But as you can see, he's even there sitting there going, listen, like, you don't let me do my thing. You don't let me live my life. You are literally holding me back from doing all this stuff. You use me for so on and so forth. Period. Ascilla just said that too. I saw that badgering the man evil. I mean, literally. Even in this one, wow. Like the man just he's like, I need space. You are giving me problems. You are literally live streaming this argument, and it's unbeknownst to him. He doesn't know. And he is unleashing on her because he's tired. He wants space. She holds everything. She has control over everything. He has no say in anything that he does. He basically caters to her needs, and that's it. And the one thing I'll say is too, this all has to do with social media. She instantly thinks that just because she has over 500,000 followers on Facebook, that suddenly she's the queen of everything. And because she makes money, that she doesn't have to lift a finger. The kids and the husband take care of everything. I just have to be a star. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, y'all. But this is the world that we live in, or this is the world that she built with this man. And this man is sitting there going, after a moment, he's like, yo, I've had enough. This is enough. I can't do this. Okay? I can't do this anymore, and I want to be out. Let's see. Press Start Productions, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. And seriously, thank you all for the super chats. I really do appreciate it. Of course, I have my Patreon, so check that Patreon down below. Okay, it's in the ticker down below on this video right here. I also got that Cash App, and I have my I also have my join button. If you just want to be a member, please jump on and hit that membership. That would really, really mean a lot. Press Start Productions, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. How am I using you? As she records the argument, shaking my damn head. Yep. She literally says that. How am I using you? And it's like, wait a second, girl. Exhibit A. Okay? Exhibit freaking A. All right? So thank you so much for that. And yes, I do believe that too. I mean, be mindful on who you marry, y'all. Be mindful of that. Okay? If there's red flags, maybe that's not a person that you want to be with. I'm just keeping it real. You know, if there's something in there that sparks like, whoa, red flag early in the relationship or whatever, maybe it's, maybe that's not the right relationship for you. You see what I'm saying? Period. Um, Now the thing is I'm trying to find. Wow, there's so much. My Lord, there's so much to unpack. Have mercy. Um, all right, man, it's crazy. But that's the other thing. It's amazing how many people have actually talked about this particular story. How many people have covered this? Obviously, has gotten even. It's gotten deeper. It's gotten crazier. All the accusations that have been put out here, for sure. And there's a lot of people that are throwing. I don't understand why there's so much shade being shown. Because obviously I understand that there's a lot of people who are supporting, that are supportive of this situation of, of Dre, basically saying, she's innocent and all that. And the thing is I can understand, I can see that perspective. You got a lot of people that are speculating. You have all these videos where this girl has been nothing but absolutely overly transparent, overly open about all of her lifestyle, her choices, so on and so forth. She has filmed everything. So a lot of this can be spun around to make it seem like she's the devil. But at the same time, you look at the evidence, you look at the videos, you look at all this stuff, and it still points down a very, very crazy, suspicious road. Then it's also how you handle yourself, how you are presenting yourself in these videos, in these lives. If you have somebody who has lost their life or decided to unalive themselves by rope, and you are in their hospital room, they're fighting for their lives. What are you doing? Do you sit there in your Sunday best, chilling in the cut, trying to get people to be all, pay for me and, buy this and that and the third. Look at my husband who's fighting for his life in the ICU. No, you're there. You're not streaming. You're probably wearing the same clothes you wore the entire week. You're probably sleeping in a chair, sitting next to him. All business and everything has been shut off. You're doing everything you can to take care of this person that you love, not turn it into a series. Oh, here's an opportunity to look as dope as I can and make money and stream while my husband fights for his life. I'm not for it. Deplorable, adorable, you ain't wrong. Did someone not tell Dre that life insurance doesn't pay out in the event of yep, you're right. Okay. But see, that's the thing. It's so crazy to me that this woman is sitting there doing everything in her power, doing everything that she can to basically still continue to make money. And then instead of her actually telling people like what's really going down, how he's doing, how he's, how he's living and all that, you're just still doing streams of like, hey, check out what I'm doing here, check out what I'm doing there. Oh, go to paparazzi and buy this new jewelry, so on and so forth. It's just sad to me that this is somebody who could care less, could literally care less about the health of their husband. Now, one thing we do have to get in here, okay, is the police reports. Because as we already know, okay, I got it. All right. As we already know, whoa, I was tripping. Okay, so real quick, we already know that she found her husband. She found Vaughn trying to unalive himself, or in the middle of trying to unalive himself by rope. She cut him down, and then she called 911. So this is from the Yuma Police Department. This is their police report revolving around this whole situation. Okay. Now, let me get to the first page here. Oh, see the things that this thing does. Wait a second. There we go. So we got a little bit of a synopsis here. So it says approximately 8:28 a.m. on the 23rd of May. Oh, sorry. Let me blow that up. My bad. And please, guys, do not forget to hit that subscribe or hit that like button down below. Send it past 500 likes for me really quick. I'd really, really appreciate it. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't done that yet. It'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. All right. And of course, as the story continues to grow, I will be covering a lot more about this. And oh, yeah, if you haven't done it too, I've been putting out breadcrumbs and little stories on my TikTok and my Instagram. So if you are on Instagram, please follow me on the Pascal Show, one word, or I'm also trying to bulk up my TikTok. So please go over to my TikTok. Follow me on TikTok, the Pascal Show, one word. I have already been, putting out these stories about this McCray family situation all on TikTok, days before I did this today. So please go over and hit that follow button on my TikTok, the Pascal Show, one word. Okay, let's get back into this. So on the 23rd of May, around 8:28 a.m., Marvin McCray attempted to unalive by rope inside his shed. Okay. His wife, Dre McCray, stated M. McCray was blank and they had a disagreement the day prior. Now, that's very important information here because, like I said, we've seen a passionate argument just a second ago. Clearly, this man wanted out. This man was tired. This man was done. Dunzo, done. He wanted out, okay? And she was trying to hold him back. Now, people are speculating a lot of different things, but let's get into this particular police report, okay? And McCray also suffers from blank, blank, and blank. And McCray was transported to Yuma Regional Medical Center for further evaluation. And McCray was later flown to Veterans Hospital in Tucson. Okay, so the report is for information only. So let's get into this. Now, what's interesting here, there's body-worn camera footage, okay, that captured all of this, apparently. I haven't seen it yet, okay? Human memory and perception. Ooh, one quick thing. Karen Bluebird, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really do appreciate it. Yes. Thank you so much. Appreciate your support. Thank you so very, very, very much. See, it's just as easy as that. You go down, you click that join button, and ba-boom, you're part of the Pascal Show family. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so human memory and perception have limitations, and video evidence may depict events differently than the report writer perceived during the event or recalled at the time of writing this report. The report writer did not review the video in whole or in part before writing this report. So this is all just from memory. Okay. Domestic relationship. These two were married approximately for 8 years. They live together and they have children. Okay. Now they say evidence that they gathered was rope. Injuries. This is very interesting. Injuries on Marvin McCray. He had an abrasion to his left arm and was on he's on a ventilator, okay, at the Yuma Regional Medical Center, okay? So, let's get this. So, on the 23rd of May, approximately 8:28 a.m., I'm sorry, Officer Reed and I were dispatched to such and such reference to an attempted unaliving incident. Per the call notes, Dre found her husband, Vaughn, on a rope in their shed. Now, Dre cut her husband down and began CPR. Upon arrival, I noticed the residence was on the south side of the 30th Place and Canal Avenue. Yuma Fire Department was already there and going towards the east side of the property where the gate was to enter the backyard. There was a shed immediately to the east. This is a little bit better. There we go. To the east after entering the east gate. Inside the shed, I noticed a black male in the center of the shed. The male was wearing blue pajamas and laying on his back. His head was towards the east and feet towards the west shed opening. His arms were away from him. YFD was assessing him while Dre watched. I asked Dre to walk with me to the front of the residence while YFD personnel worked on her husband. I noticed Dre was agitated. She would shake, unable to keep her hands steady, and her voice broke every now and then. Yeah, I get it. You'd be upset, distraught, so on and so forth. Your husband, your loved one is, you just found your husband, allegedly found your husband in a very, very terrible situation. I asked Dre to tell me what happened. Due to Dre going back and forth, the following is a summary of my conversation with Dre. For complete details, please refer to my body-worn camera surveillance video uploaded to Axon Evidence. Dre stated she and her husband had been married for approximately 8 years. They had one child in common, but raised her other 2 children. Vaughn suffered from blank, 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 and blank. I wonder what those things are, right? In 2019, he went to a physical therapist, blank, blank. When he went to the therapist, her husband's demeanor, this is what she says, that her husband's demeanor changed and he became someone she did not know. You don't think that maybe it was all the other stuff that you were also throwing into his body? Maybe the Tatum, maybe all the other stuff and the stress combined and the lack of being able to control his own life? You smash all those things together, you don't think somebody's going to snap or get upset? Just saying, but let's continue. He became someone she did not know. She said they always got along until after his therapy. Then he would change and become verbally abusive to her. At times, she would leave the residence because of the change. Okay. I got some interesting theories about that. Can I just throw in my theory real quick? Let me just throw this theory in really quick. So her demeanor changed, or his demeanor changed every single time he came back from the physical therapist. What do you think is the reason why his demeanor may have changed? Maybe he was actually getting in a fresh breath of freedom. I said it. What if he was literally saying, hey, I'm actually free. I'm going over here. I'm away from the kids. I'm away from my wife, and it feels good. And then he comes back and his attitude changes because he's like, damn, I got to go back to this again. Damn, I got to go back to reality. Back to life. Like, what if that is what it is? What if he realized, like, damn, man, I'm away from the kids. I get to do this thing. I feel like I'm making progress physically. I'm doing good again. Now I got to go back to reality. Sup, wife? Sup, kids? It might be that. It might be that. Okay. At times she would leave the residence because of the change, because he probably was fed up and he had enough. And whenever he was away, he had a moment where he's like, this is what it's supposed to feel like. The feeling of being able to do what I want as well. That could very well be it. But anyway, Vaughn finally stopped using the therapist. I'm sure he didn't need to do the physical therapy anymore. He has had blank becoming verbally abusive. She denied they had arguments, only disagreements, but when the disagreements were severe, she would leave until his mood changed back to his normal, loving self. I've heard that she put her hands on him. I've heard allegedly that she was swinging on him anytime that things got a little severe in their quote unquote disagreements. Okay. When he had a blank, she would expect his attitude to change. She asked him to see a doctor. Really? Really now? When he had a blank, she would expect his attitude to change. She asked him to see a doctor. She did not know if he ever made an appointment. Listen, we heard the audio, right? We all heard the audio. And in the audio, he's sitting there going like, I need to go and find somebody. I need to find help. Please help me. And now she's sitting here saying that she asked him to go see a doctor. Come on, man. Come on, man. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay? And she didn't know if he ever made an appointment. She is with him 24/7. You don't know if your man went and saw a therapist or went to see a doctor for his issues. You have audio that has been leaked or audio that's out here now where he has literally turned to you and said, I need help. And you were basically refusing him to be able to do so. You said, oh, it's just going to cause more work for you. You're never going to get out of being unhappy. It's just more work. You think you're going to go to one session and everything going to be okay? Come on now. The day prior, they had an disagreement. Dre said the disagreement was during the afternoon. Vaughn slept in the bedroom while she slept on the couch. I hear that's also not entirely true. He woke up at approximately 7:15 a.m. He went into the children's bathroom to clean up as he usually does. Why would he be using the children's bathroom? Why ain't he using the adult bathroom? The husband and wife bathroom? Why he using the children's bathroom? Huh? That makes no sense. Okay. She offered him tea. What kind of tea? And he began to have a disagreement with her. Maybe because he didn't want to drink that tea. She noticed he was more lethargic than usual. Could it be the Kratom? Could it be the Tatum? Just saying. She said they try to use organic products for well-being. They use Tatum, which is an organic herbal medicine in the coffee family and has opioid properties. She believed he may have used more than usual, and there was a buildup of Tatum in his system, making him act that way. They disagreed with her trying to calm him down. After disagreeing for a while, Vaughn went outside. Dre went outside to check on him and saw him in the shed. Okay, I can't say that, but saw him in the shed. She screamed, and her oldest daughter came outside to check on her. She told her daughter to go back inside the residence. She attempted to get him down using a wobbly chair within the shed, but was unable to. She obtained his knife wherever. Apparently, the knife was on his person, I guess, but she obtained his knife and then cut him down. She then called the police and then began CPR as instructed. I asked Dre if we could call anyone for her, but she refused. She was told about Amberly's place, and she asked if she wanted a representative to come out, but she refused. She said she just wanted to get her children situated and then go to the hospital. I told her I would write an informational report to document the incident. I told her I would go back to the shed to document the area. I went into the shed and noticed a rope on the floor where Vaughn was. I collected the rope and later placed it into evidence. I noticed the chair she mentioned earlier. The main beam went across the center of the shed from the opening to the back of the shed. I videoed the shed from using my body-worn camera. I drove to Yuma Regional Medical Center to check on Vaughn. I was told he was on a ventilator and getting scans on his head. I was later informed Vaughn had been flown to Phoenix Hospital. I learned he was flown to Veterans Hospital in Tucson. I called and learned Vaughn was still on a ventilator and medication, but still showed no sign of brain activity. And that's still to this day. Okay. They're going to take him off ventilator on Friday to see if he would breathe on his own. Case is for information. This is crazy. Okay. So you got somebody or an officer that was reporting all this. Okay. Allegedly, they had a fight. He was given this tea, got into a fight over this tea. And in my personal opinion, I think he said, yo, I'm done. I don't want this. I don't want this tea. I don't want any of this lifestyle anymore. Maybe the stuff was starting to drive him insane. Remember, this stuff has a side effect of several things, including seizures. And wouldn't you notice that, hey, I started this new lifestyle or this new diet, and suddenly now I'm getting intense seizures, things I've never had before. Wouldn't you automatically go, I'm not taking this stuff no more. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore because it's killing me. It's literally taking me bit by bit. It's knocking me down a peg every single time I consume this ish. And from what I've seen, they consume a hell of a lot of this stuff. They consume buckets and buckets of this stuff, including the kids. It's devastating to think that there are people out here. Absolutely devastating to think that there are people out here that actually watch, consume this stuff from her, and and knowing that she's taking it to the extreme. to the absolute extreme. It's scary, y'all. It is absolutely scary to think that this is something that you are pushing. You're promoting to your listeners, to your consumers. And I get it. You got a brand and you got to make the monies and you got to do whatever you need to do. Fine. That's fine. I get that. Okay. I get that. I get the paper chase. I get the hustle. But make sure that whatever you're putting out there for people to consume is safe for them. Just because it works for you does not mean it's going to work for them. This stuff is insane, y'all. This is absolutely insane. I got this video I wanted to show you guys really, really quick. I'm trying to find it. I'm just trying to find it because I've been scrolling through so many different videos and all that. But there it is. Like, oh man, this is her
the oregano,
explaining.
the pau de arco.
This is her explaining how she gives it to her children. This K, okay, this Tatum. All right. Hold on, let me pull this up right quick. Like I said, this is so thick. There's so much going on in this whole story. It's absolutely insane.
The UTI. So what I did was
So she's talking about her daughter's UTI and what she did to basically help her daughter's UTI. Okay.
I made her the mix, the oregano, the pau de arco, and because those are two very, very powerful herbs for an infection. Oregano is strong enough to kill staph infection, you guys. Staph infection. So, of course, if it can kill something as strong as that, you better believe it can kill a urinary tract infection. So this is what I did. I have this little small crock pot, and I steeped the herbs for 15 minutes, and then I put it in here. I made sure that it was on high before I put the herbs in so that it can, like, be, already heated. And then I got this crate. I don't remember where I got it from. I think it's from Lowe's. I think I got it from Lowe's. Yeah, I think it was Lowe's. Just a regular crate. I took the hammer and I hammered out two of the things. So then I put it over right here and I put like this small pillow and then you sit on top of it so that the steam rises up. It's not, dude. Honestly, women should be steaming their area every single month. It's good. You could do it to knock out a UTI. Pau de arco knocks out yeast infections as well. It's a very, very strong herb. So if there's ever a yeast infection, immediately it's going to help. And then I had her toss and wash. So you guys know how I take my specialty that starts with a K.
You heard that? Specialty that starts with a K.
Toss and wash that. So I'll get the powder, put a little bit of liquid, put the powder in my mouth and swallow it down. I had her do that immediately.
So her daughter is having UTI. All right. She is having her do this thing with the steaming. What is it? Yanni, I think it's called, or something like that. Yanni, something like that. I forgot. But anyway, she's telling her that she's admitting to consuming. Hey, I'm going to toss this. We're going to have a teaspoon or a tablespoon of this ish, okay, and wash it down, and then you're going to sit over this pot, this crock pot, so you can steam your nether region. Okay, but let's continue.
Like the pain was gone, the discomfort was gone. Because she was even having discomfort when she wasn't urinating, and it was completely gone. Like she wasn't peeing often; it was gone. Like, it's amazing. And normally, when you're on antibiotics, you got to take 10 days. You got to do all this stuff. Not with herbs, dude. They're so powerful to knock stuff out immediately.
Okay. Listen, I was just about to say that, Michael. Damn. See, snake oil sales. Okay, it's a snake oil salesman. I'm sorry. I'm not sitting here saying that going naturally, and all that, and prescription drugs and stuff that we get from the supermarket and over the counter and stuff like that is all is life. Okay, and that herbal stuff is fake. No, there's a lot of stuff that you can do. There's a lot of natural remedies out there that you can do to stop certain things or to help aid to certain ailments that you have. Clearly. But at the same time, when you have something that we've already read out loud what kind of side effects there are, you'd think that you wouldn't go and give this to your child or to your children. You just don't do that, y'all. You just don't. It's not good. It's very, very bad to do that. It's very bad. Okay? Trust me, I got more. We gonna go through some things. Like I said, there's so much, and there's so much going on that it just makes you go, okay, oh man, there's just so much. There's so much going on in this story, and so much to dissect, and the one thing I wanted to show you is at least some of the things that went on inside this inside the hospital as well. Because, man, the things that happened in this hospital, like before she was not allowed to go there, because now she's not allowed to go there. Apparently, there's an investigation that has started, that has sprung off over this. Because obviously, this is it's just crazy. Long story short, all of this is just absolutely crazy, and just devastating. None of this is deserved. And then, of course, the father has Marvan's biological father. It looks like he has been able to go and visit visit Vaughn, which I'll show you guys here too, because he's been getting interviews and people have been talking with him as well, because of course this is not right that he's not able to go and see his own son, regardless of the past relationship and all that.
Yeah, well, y'all know I don't really do nothing like this here, go live or nothing like that, but this is for my son, and I came all the way down here to support my son, and it don't matter. Whatever it takes, whatever I got to do to come show support to my son, I'm going to be there one way or another. I don't care what nobody say. That's my son. His mama love him, his sisters, his brothers, nieces and nephews, they love him too, and his aunts and uncles. So y'all don't let nobody else tell y'all wrong about his family, because his family is here to support him 100%.
Now, that's the thing. There's people out here she is out here allegedly going around saying that he doesn't want to see his family, that she has to protect him by any means necessary because she doesn't want to be, he wants, that that there's obviously like they're estranged or something like that. And now, of course, the father's sitting there going, no, this is all lies. This is BS, and the fact that she is actually trying to stop, or she was trying to stop them from actually seeing their own kid is absolutely beyond me, to be really, really honest. This is okay. There's some pieces here. There's like a little compilation video, but I wanted to show you guys this because this is crazy. Hopefully it's not too bad, or there's no background music here.
I love my outfit that I'm wearing.
Now, this is from her. This is inside his hospital room, his room where he's fighting for his life. He is on the ventilator. He is at this moment basically brain dead. All right. He's in a vegetative state. And this woman comes in her Sunday best, like she ready to go to the wineries up in this Biznaye, and does this.
Can someone take a screenshot? Someone take a screenshot.
Okay, first off, can someone take a screenshot? She's posing with her husband, and she's using this as a photo op. Somebody make this make sense. This is not equating very well for me. This is triggering me beyond what you even know, because this doesn't make any sense to me, y'all. You literally have somebody out here doing this type of ish. Help me out, y'all. Somebody make this make sense. Again, I said it before. I'll say it again. You have somebody who is fighting for their life that you love more than anything in the world. I'm sorry, I'm not showing up like I'm about to go to the Catalina wine mixer. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm going to have the slides on. Okay? I'm going to have my house shoes on. I'm going to have a hoodie, and I'm going to be in there. And that same outfit is going to be what I'm wearing for the entire time until whatever decision needs to be made. Period. And I do want to say this though too, because I get it that sometimes you need to get dressed so that you feel good. Okay, that you feel productive. I get that piece. I want to say that and make that abundantly clear too, because there's a lot of people out here. I understand. Sometimes you just need to do it because you're right. You need to take that shower. Sometimes you need to eat that good meal. You got to take care of yourself as well. I get that 110%. But going and live streaming inside your husband's room as he's fighting for his life, and he is sitting there just literally in front of you in the worst shape, in the worst form ever, at his weakest, you don't live stream this. This is what I was saying earlier, where it's important to know when to go live and when to leave things behind closed doors for your own privacy and the privacy of your loved ones. But she has no filter, and she knows it seems like she does not know when enough is enough. And that is the sad part about this. This is the reason why people all over the world are looking at this story and saying, what is going on here? Because her actions are becoming extremely suspicious. Extremely. Man, if I was Vaughn right now and I had a chance to if my spirit was in that room, man, I would be flickering the lights. I'd be pushing something over. Man, you would feel me, because this is not okay. And this is just the tip of the iceberg of the things that she was doing. She's trying to sell things, trying to raise money. And I get it that hospital bills are not cheap and all that. And I'm sure that they just keep building, but this is not how you do things, y'all. This is not how you do things. But let's continue. Let's take a look at the rest of this video. I'm sure there's more in here. Let's take a look. That is okay. Is she doing whippets? She's doing whippets. Yo, what? Is she doing whippets?
Carefree.
Yeah,
Oh, this is
carefree?
sad.
sometimes.
What do you mean sometimes?
Sometimes you're very, serious and panicky.
Serious and panicky?
Yeah, but that's okay.
And what happens when I'm serious and panicky?
And my life flips upside down.
My life flips upside down when she gets panicky, when she gets upset and panicky. She just did a whip it. You don't know what a whip it is? Okay, a whip it. Some of y'all are going, what's a whip it? So it's stupid. They're like, whip it? A whip it. Okay. Okay. So just so you know, a whip it is when you let me get that still of her actually doing said thing. That was stupid. Why would you do that? You know for a fact she got kids, people, she got a family channel for the most part, and she doing that. Okay, so whip it is this, okay? You take I'm not going to tell you how to do it, okay? And I swear to God, I've never done it in my life, but I've seen people do it. It's stupid. I don't recommend it. It's very bad for you. It kills serious brain cells. Don't do it. But apparently, there's a way of making the Cool Whip or the whipped cream canister that you have, the one that you can put like on top of on top of cake or a sundae or something like that. Instead of pressing it all the way down, there's a way you can press it without the actual cream coming out, and nothing but gas comes out. And people actually inhale that, like you see here. She's inhaling that ish. And then you get apparently you get kind of like a high. Okay. Bang. Elin just said it right there. Yeah. And it just makes you kind of feel, you feel some type of way. That's it. It gets you high as hell. That's it. For a brief minute, from my understanding. And that's it. But people do that. It's like huffing pain in a way. You inhale it, you hold it, and then you let it go. Like smoking the herbage. Okay? Don't do it. It's stupid. Don't do it. It's stupid. There are a lot of kids in high school that used to do that stuff. Stupid. It's stupid. Okay? Stupid. But, man, let's just play a little bit more.
Is a bright, loving individual. I'm singing to him our kingdom melodies because he's familiar with them. And I know he hears me because at times he will have a tear coming down his face whenever I'm singing to him, whenever I'm praying to him. He shows me that he's hearing me.
Okay. I understand I understand having hope in your heart. I get it. Because you want that person to stay, that you want that person to be alive, you want that person to be happy, you want that person to be with you. But I'm sorry, if this person is in a vegetative state and they have said that there is no brain activity in the brain,
It is.
to me, I just feel like there's a lot of manipulation going on here for her viewers to get them to either, donate, to contribute, so on and so forth. But I digress.
Am I live publicly?
Oops.
So if the whole entire body can heal, then the brain can too. And the neurons and the brain cells that we're born with, that's not all that we have left, and that's it. There's nothing else. Your brain continues to regenerate itself because that's how we were made. We were made to live forever. So of course, my man is gonna be okay.
So I could tell sometimes whenever the doctors give him a new medication or, I can always tell, like his body, I could read his body. That's my body. Okay. That's been my body for 7 years. Oh.
So allegedly, oh my gosh, allegedly, Wow. Okay. Allegedly, there's a new police report. I just caught wind of that. Somebody just sent me a. Hold on. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not wrong. Wow. Yeah, man. Hold on. I need to send this to myself really quick. Oh my dear God. Sorry, I'm gonna show you guys these screenshots I just received. Real quick. So just give me 1 second, guys. Because I'm not gonna. Well, I need to find these things and maybe because I know y'all are helping me out with all this stuff. But allegedly there is there's new. So anyway, hold on. Let me just pull this up for you guys to see with me, okay? But that is fascinating. But as you can see, I mean, clearly this woman is.
You should try to wean him off Kratom. Something about it being an opioid and something about causing his seizures.
But here's the thing, though. Oh, we're gonna take it off because this is what's causing his seizures. But then again, you don't take him off of it. You just keep feeding him BS. Give me a break. I'm trying to find the. Oh, I think maybe it's here. No, but this. Okay, let me just show you this. It's her singing to him. Okay. Oh my dear God.
Aluminum, for example.
Don't get me wrong. Just because she can't sing, don't mean nothing. But this is just this is it. I was looking for this. Okay, so she said, and I'm gonna show you these screenshots. I swear to God, I'm gonna show you those here in just a minute. Okay, but literally, this woman is saying, "Oh man, oh man." Okay. Oh dear Lord. Sorry, I'm just downloading this ish right quick. And it looks like. Okay. Yeah. So apparently there's a new police report. Oh wow. Really? Okay. So apparently I don't know if I can say this person's name, but thank you for the emails. And I'm wondering if there is thank you for the emails. Real talk, but I'm just gonna say Ambi. Okay, Ambi sent me an email. If you can send me the actual link to that video from Molly Golightly, if it's okay to use it, bet we will watch it together. If you can send that to me, that would be greatly appreciated. Okay. But yeah, I'm just downloading this ish so we can all see it together right quick because it's definitely worth the watch. Or the info. Man. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so I wanted you to see this video because this part is strange to me. She said something about spit. That's all I'm gonna say. She said something about spit, y'all. Let's go. Here it is.
Yesterday, I put my saliva on him.
What?
Sure did.
Just me.
You sure did not. But she did. She put the spit on him. Why? Why would you put the spit on your hubby? What does that do? What is that accomplishing? What is that accomplishing? But like I said, I digress. There's only so much I could. Sorry, myself. If I'm fighting for my life and I'm sorry. Like I said, if my spirit was floating around in there, I'd be shaking the very rafters of that entire hospital, saying, "You better not put that spit on me." You know what I'm saying? I rebuke thee. You know what I'm saying? Man, no. Hell no. Okay? Hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Okay? Hold on one second, guys, because there's some pieces here I want to show you guys. Oop. Let me just get this over to here so we can all see it together. Damn. Okay. Hammering away. Oh. All right. Let me see this here real quick. All right. So allegedly, in this chat room, and maybe we'll look at this video, and if somebody has it, please send it to me. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing the comments. Thank you guys. I'll get to those comments in just one moment, okay? And thank you guys so much for the support, the super chats, the joining the membership, all that stuff. Like I said, I will be diving into this even deeper. I just wanted to kind of go through the broad strokes because there's so much to break down with this particular story. It's absolutely crazy, and it's all over the place. And so I'm trying my best, but I'm even all over the place with this particular story because there's so much going down. But according to the group exposing Dre McCray, they're saying were license plates on the vehicles recorded? Why were they? Why were the safety of the kids not checked firsthand? The officers involved need to resign immediately because apparently they're saying that. What? That's the thing I'm confused about, is why are they saying that about the police, right? Now wait a second. I think it starts here. My bad. I'm floored. So many discrepancies. One officer states he was originally located towards the front of the shed and a little to the right. If I remember correctly, another officer states he was originally located in the center of the shed. Interesting. So two different accounts. If all this happened so quickly, wouldn't the knife used be located near Vaughn? I never heard one single officer state they even saw a knife. That's a good point there. That is a very, very good point there. Because even in the statement that we read in the officer's report that we saw, the police report, it said that she cut him down with a knife, with his knife. But then they said there was no evidence. They didn't bring the knife in for evidence. But that's weird, right? That's a little strange, right? Strange. But let's continue. Okay, where did Dre originally obtain the knife from? Exactly. She stopped CPR to put the dog up. Now, I don't know about that part. That's a confusing part. Now, I think this is going to be in the 14-page police report, which we will be looking at here in a second. Is there a police report of the supposed first attempt? If not, why would that not be questioned for thoroughly? Were the license plates on the vehicles recorded? Why were they safe? Why were the safety of the kids not being checked on first? The officers need to resign. This is what people are saying. Officers need to resign. The Jackson and Bias family needs to sue. This is what they're saying. Now, a couple comments. His pocket is where the knife was. Then it says, yes, that detective on the scene needs to be fired and looked into, as well as Yuma PD. This is some crazy stuff. So they're saying like, hey, there was other evidence in the room that no one went into to look into. So apparently there's a new police report that is 14 pages long. And they say, watch Molly go lightly. Some of the comments are so disrespectful. Molly and Justin have spent every waking hour trying to get Vaughn's story out and trying to help his family. If some of y'all don't like them, that's fine. You don't have to. But you also don't have to throw shade at them. You could simply okay. Yeah. The report, you could check out the, the reports yourself. To each their own. But personally, I prefer to spend my time being kind to people. I agree with Jessica with what she said. But yes, so apparently there is more information out here. I didn't even know this, but that's really good to know. And Tatum is the K word. I was just using that for a joke. All right, it's just code word for the natural herb that is basically like an opioid. Okay, because they flag you on those words too, unfortunately. So I have to be safe. Okay, I have to be careful. Now somebody said I tweeted this to you, so let me check. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people tell me about. Okay, I get it. I'll be careful. I won't say that stuff no more. I'm looking for the tweet though. Now the thing is though. All right. Okay. I mean, this is okay. This is what I'm seeing here, guys. This is what I'm seeing here. And this is I watched some of this video yesterday. I mean, okay, let me see. Let me see what's up here. It says 2 hours in. Oh, and it's a 5-hour stream. Whoo, baby. All right.
Literally 7 doctors. Like, I was literally cornered so that they could really explain to me.
Apparently, he attempted to unalive himself. Up to 7 doctors have told her there is no chance of recovery. She's still insisting that he's going to wake up. When this happened, she didn't even notify his parents. She has refused to allow them to see him. This man has an anoxic brain injury, which...
Injuries. Marvon McCray.
Where can I bury a dead body?
What the hell?
Shed opening. His arms were away from him.
Okay, so what I would like to do, what I'd like is, I'm going to say this. I'm going to be real, and shout out to them and any person that's been covering this story, because I know all y'all have been doing your hard work. Okay, I know a lot of y'all have been covering this story, have been putting in your due diligence, finding the information, and so on and so forth. And the thing is that so with all due respect, I would say I would rather just be able to get the report myself, the police report, and be able to bring it up and do a live and talk about it live on the show. Not any disrespect to Molly Golightly or any of the other channels that have been doing it, but I know that they're taking their time, they're getting the information and all that, and I'd rather be able to see the report, and then I can read it to you guys here, because on there we'll be on here for 7 hours. I mean, it's a 5.5 hour long show that they did yesterday. I watched like 30 minutes of it yesterday as well, but I know that they take their time when the information comes out. It takes time, so I don't blame them. And people are tuning into that for that. It's that thing about these live shows that can be a lot. You know what I'm saying? Especially with all y'all who just want to get the facts and bang, 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 bang. So with that point, no, and I'm not worried about getting hit. I'm not worried about that part. That's not what I'm worried about at all, Amy. Not that at all. It's more of it's just long. You see what I'm saying? And I don't have time to do that kind of long show. You see what I'm saying? So what I want to do is, okay, of course, y'all please go and check out Molly Lightly's stream and check that out. Seriously, I would love to go on her show and talk about this even more because there's a lot going on. But I will do my best to get my hands on that 14 pages, and we will go through it together as a family. Period. See what I'm saying? Not trying to get away from the views away from her or anything. Not at all. Let her do her thing. Let her make her money. But I know that me scrolling through and trying to find where they actually start talking about this and then seeing what because it's not like they're pulling it up on the screen or anything. From what I'm seeing, it looks like they're just reading it out loud. And that's totally fine. That is totally fine. But I'd rather get the footage or like get the information and show it on the screen so you guys can see it and we can all watch this as a family, right? And consume this and be in shock and awe, or be inquisitive and ask all the right questions, that I think that a lot of people are starting to ask. Even myself, I'm starting to realize that there were things in that police report that they did that I just read to you guys earlier. It's old now. Now that there's a 14-page piece, man, that sparks a lot of questions. It sparks a lot of questions. So what I'll do is I'm going to try to see if I can get it or find it in some sort of way so that we can talk about it. So I can jump on and do another live. You see what I'm saying? But because like I said, this is a story I feel like it is starting to turn into more and more of a mystery. And the questions that I just showed you that were screenshots from that Facebook page exposing Dre McCray, there's a lot of things that Yuma PD did not do. They didn't do. So I understand people going, wait a second, what about this? And what about that? And we hear one, and I only showed you, that was only one report. So if there's another report saying that he was at the front of at the opening of the shed in comparison to being in the middle of the shed where his body was, man, that's a serious oversight. You see what I'm saying? That's two different reports. And of course, this is what an officer is saying off of memory. So that's the other thing too. I want to see the body cam footage. Where's the body cam footage, yo? I want to see that for myself too, because then that can explain everything. Because it would you'd automatically think, where's the knife that she supposedly cut him down with? Where's this wobbly chair that she supposedly used that didn't work? What other thing did she use to get up to cut him down from that rope? The rope was found on the ground. Was it ever really around his neck? There's even photos like, hold on. First off, Caribbean Cool, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You are so awesome. That is all. Thank you so much. You're awesome too, Caribbean Kool-Aid. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very, very much. And one more thing, Zigzag. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Yeah, that's 2 today. 2 members today. Thank you so much for your support. Seriously, I really do appreciate it. Okay, all right. Ambi Star. Now I get it. She started CPR and stopped because of a dog. That's so strange. Yes, I do have a girl named James. Cool name for a girl, by the way. Yes, I do have Discord. I know I have my mods in the house. If the mods can just put the Nur, if you can, because I see Nur in here. How you doing, sweetheart? Yes, she already did it. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I'm gonna tag my my Discord, okay? Or I'm gonna pin my Discord to the top. All right. So please go over there and check that out. That would really mean a lot, James, because I'm sure you have some information. Or if you or anybody else has some information, you can directly join there, and then you can direct message me some documents and stuff, and then I will be on in a few hours, and we can actually go through the documents and all that. Because like I said, this is such a it's thicker than a snicker, okay, of a story that I feel like, this is a story we're just going to be doing in pieces, piece by piece, piece by piece. I'm trying to give you guys as much information as I can. It's just, man, there's videos and there's it's the song that doesn't end, I think. You know what I mean? So please send that over if you can. Again, thank you guys for all your support and for the super chats and everything. Carols, okay? So good. You had to be plural. Carols. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I really do appreciate it. You know what I mean? But like I said, this is a crazy story that just keeps building and getting bigger and bigger, and it's getting more and more vast. That's why I've seen other channels doing weeks of content about this since the beginning of it. And we are on the 20th of July. And there are people who have been reporting this story since freaking June. So it's amazing how many videos and how much content has sprung off from this particular story. And I hope that we can get some justice for this man. I also want to know the truth, because what if it is a situation where, what if it's a completely innocent situation? That could very well be it too. It might not be as well. It might be something completely drastically different, right? She could very well be guilty of doing said things, or not. Like I said, there's so much going on with this story. All has to do with herbs, like homeopathic remedies, to somebody unaliving themselves, to, I mean, it's just crazy, this whole story. You know, all I can say is I hope we can I'm just hoping we can find some truth and some facts on what's going on with this particular situation. Now, one thing I want to do, one thing I do want to point out is about the mother. As far as I know so far, unless something has happened or something has changed since then, since today or since this morning, she is still trying to see her son, see Vaughn, before I'm sure they make a decision on what they're going to do with him. The other thing also, like, you know, whether they're going to do, if they're going to pull the plug or not, right? But the thing I have to ask is, why haven't they made that decision already? Now, I get it. Like, he apparently has been in a vegetative state and has no brain activity for the longest time so far. So there's a piece of me that's wondering why he's still on the machine and he hasn't been let go, if that makes any sense. If that he hasn't been able to go and cross over. That's one thing I don't get. I don't get that. Do you? Wouldn't they have already done that by now? Wouldn't they have already gone to the respective family members and said, "Hey, listen, there's no activity. The inevitable has to happen," right? And I know a lot of us don't want to do that, but that is a decision that needs to be made sooner rather than later. But he has been in a vegetative state for weeks now. Weeks. Isn't this torturing this young man? Isn't it? Or am I wrong? I don't know. It's just wild to me. It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. Yes, JD, basically holding his soul hostage and not letting him cross over, letting him be free. Isn't that torturing him? That doesn't make any sense. Then, on top of all this, I mean, to just add insult to injury to all this, his parents, his biological parents, didn't find out about his passing until they found things out online. They had to find out through other people than actually finding out from his wife, from Dre. That's just unbelievable to me. The fact that she is playing full court press on these parents from being able to see their own son is beyond me. Just because they're estranged, if they are, if they're not, does not mean that she has the right to stop them from seeing their son while he has his last few breaths on this earth. It doesn't make sense to me. And I'm sure she has POA, power of attorney, so she can keep him on that ventilation machine or that ventilator for as long as she wants. But the other thing I want to point out too, something you got to point out, or we got to look at. You realize that they're apparently building a case around Dre McCray right now. But what's interesting is, what if she's not allowing the unplugging, pulling the plug on his ventilator, on his life support? Because as soon as that happens, she could be facing a murder charge. Think about it. Think about it. Because as soon as he is gone, as soon as he dies, this could turn into a murder investigation. Not just an investigation of someone trying to unalive themselves and whatnot. It could potentially turn into something much more severe for her. So what are the chances of her actually keeping him alive, not only for her financial and social media gain for that clout, but what if she is literally trying to prolong the situation because she knows the inevitable is coming? Or it's giving her a chance to cover her damn tracks. Just a thought. Just a thought. But you also got to know for sure that this is a man that is no longer here. Brainwaves gone. She is literally letting this man suffer. For what? For what actual reason? We got to think about all those things. It's crazy. It's terrifying because, listen, quick story. So we had to pull the plug on my dad, right? He had been, and for those of y'all who know the story about I've told you guys my story about my dad, but he was battling Parkinson's for years. And then finally, one day, he was losing the battle quickly. They had to revive him, resuscitate him a couple times in a matter of a few days. And then one day, it took too long to revive him. They revived him, but it took too long. They basically said that there was no brain activity and that it was time to let him go. Do you realize how quickly we did? I mean, of course, we waited. We said our goodbyes. And all of us as a family stayed there. And we let them pull the plug. Now, that was seconds. Actually, no, sorry. That was minutes. Okay? Maybe he was on that ventilator diagnosed as brain dead or lack of brain activity for maybe 2 or 3 hours. because we had family coming in that they were dropping work or they were leaving from where they were to be there so that they could all of us could be together as a family to send my father off in a beautiful and amazing way. He was not alone when he crossed over. And that was so, so beautiful. Now you look at this, and this man has been on a ventilator, reportedly no brain activity, in a vegetative state for weeks. Why? Why would you do that to your own loved one? Why would you do that to someone that you love so much? Why? No one's coming together. She's blocking people from actually seeing him, so on and so forth. So why would they do that? It doesn't make any sense, y'all. It doesn't make sense. So, exactly, torture versus love. Sharon, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Carol's, thank you. That's called extubating. Yes. And that's actually true. Yes. But it's just weird to me. But now we hear other stories that the hospital that he is currently in right now isn't even allowing her to visit him. That's the other part I don't understand too. I don't understand. I don't understand why they're stopping her from being able to see him. So then when or how can someone go, hey, we need to do said thing? And if she is power of attorney, if she is his POA, if she is the one who makes the decision whether to pull the plug or not, how's she able to do that if she's blocked from being able to go into that hospital? I'm so confused. You know? It's so confusing. It's so confusing. If that's true, Daphne, if that's true, oh my God. Oh my God, if that's true. She was caught trying to put something in his feeding tube. If that's actually true, my Lord, I will lose my freaking mind. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay. Thank you, James. I do appreciate that. Girl named James. I appreciate that. Yeah, Carol's. I'm thinking it was something along the lines of that. Like, she must have been aggressive, may have lashed out at them or something. You know, I don't know. It's crazy. And yeah, I'm hearing that the families are starting to get together to try to figure something out. You know, they want her to pay for what she's done. I mean, you know, for what she's allegedly doing, at least, you know, and what she's doing, it's not right. This situation is not right, y'all. Why leave him? Why leave him on a ventilator? Why? If he is not here anymore, okay? If he's technically not here anymore, why leave him on the ventilator like that? He's just going to be on the ventilator like that for the rest of your life? Rest of his life? That's not right. It's not right. It's inhumane, in my personal opinion. Brittany said she's running from something. There's some reason she's fearful of them being around. Yeah. You know, and I also get this too. Like, there's a part of it too that some people are in denial, of letting said person go, so on and so forth. I get that. I get that piece. Like, you just don't want to let them go. You're scared of letting them go because you love them so dearly. But this is not how you'd show your love to them. You let them go. But you can even see in the videos where she has said, or where he has said, I need to go. I need to go and find help. I'm not happy here. I'm dealing with some mental health issues. You need to set me free. And she would sit there and fight, trying to keep him to stay. It's the same thing right now. She is fighting to keep him to stay. when he is not here anymore. He's not. And yet he's still on a ventilator for weeks. Doesn't make sense. And she still believes, we've seen these videos already, where she believes that he can go from being brain dead to having brain activity. That's what she literally believes. She literally believes that he can spring back from the dead. Nope. What's done is done. And she needs to let it go. Real talk. This is not the humane thing to do at all. It really is not. And, you know, it's scary. It's sad. And it's scary that she would do something like that. And then on top of that, you got you got family members like his own mother, the person who brought him on this planet, has not even been able to see her own son. That's just wrong as all hell. You're keeping him from being able to cross over fully, and you are keeping the mother that brought him into this world away from being able to say her goodbyes. That's absolutely disgusting. It's just wrong, y'all. It's just absolutely wrong. It's all inhumane. It's almost as if, I'll say it, I don't give a damn. Vaughn is a prop, and she's using him as such. For her being a Jehovah's Witness, for her being faithful and spiritual, it's unbelievable for her to be treating her own husband as a soulless plaything. But like I said, we're going to be jumping down into the nitty-gritty and looking at some more of these reports and all that. We are going to get into this conversation even more because this is crazy. This whole story is nuts. And I wouldn't be surprised if this turned into some sort of Lifetime movie. I'm serious. I could see this being a series, a limited series and whatnot. But this woman, Dre, has some serious splaining to do. She needs to go and do something. She has some serious splaining to do. And I hope she does it very, very soon. And then let this man go. Let his soul cross over. Let him fully cross over. Because she's not only torturing his body, she is also, if she is spiritual, she is also torturing his soul. It's terrible, y'all. Inhumane as hell. So I'll let you guys know here. In just a few hours, I'll be hopping back on to do a quick live. I'm going to try to find these 14 pages from this police report. We are going to look at the police report ourselves. Shout out to every single commentator and creator that has been covering this story because there's so much to unpack. There's so much. My God, there's so much. But I'm going to keep going into it, keep deep diving, keep digging through it and all that. As more and more information starts to drop, I will be talking about it, including a bunch of other things that I'll be talking about as well. It's not the only thing that I'm talking about on this channel. So be sure to tune in, okay? And I will be on, like I said, in a couple hours. I got to find this police report and check it out with my own two eyes before I jump into it with y'all. So please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. That would really, really mean a lot. Send it past 500 likes. Just hit it really quick before you leave. Hit 500 likes. That would really mean a lot. And if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button. All right? It'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. All right? This is one of the many stories I'm covering on this channel. So please hit that subscribe button. And we are going to be going through this together. Woo! It's sloppy, but we're going to get through it, okay? I appreciate all y'all. Okay, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next show. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.